What's going on? Welcome to another edition of Monday Madness with me and the nerds of the round table. We got Dom Tober, Joe's Dueling, Josh International Comics, Al, and Little Movie Herb. What's going on, guys? You guys excited for tonight?
Oh yeah.
Everyone's excited.
Just about. Hey, you guys don't know, we will be talking about the potential flop of the Marvels. We will be fan casting the X-Men today.
Yeah.
Somebody has the worst picks. And I will have the audience choose who had the best lineup of X-Men. And there will be a giveaway. There will be a giveaway today. It will be Zack Snyder's Justice League 4K Blu-ray.
Nice.
When you learn, your whole audience has that already.
I don't have it.
Everyone has it.
I don't have it.
Not this audience. Maybe Max's audience, but not.
I
This
don't
audience.
have it.
Okay, gotcha.
You got that
This
for
isn't
free.
Max's.
You paid for that?
Yes, I
That go
did,
against
buddy.
like all your morals and values and.
I have every DC movie that ever came out on 4K. All right, buddy.
Yep,
If
Birds
you
of
wanna
Prey in
int-
4K. Yep, Birds of
you
Prey in
wanna
4K.
Oh.
Yes.
Wonder Woman 84. Let me see it. Let me see it.
Oh.
It's over there. I'm not going over there.
Causing me some dyspepsia there.
If
Yeah,
you
I
want to
need- I
enter the
need it.
giveaway, just put hashtag Marvels in the chat to enter the giveaway. We will probably do the giveaway right after the casting couch. So let's say hi to the audience chat. See what you guys are up to today. We have Astro Wizard. What's going on, everybody? We got Isaac, the biggest movie fan. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? We got Jeffrey Drake. We got Commander Cody. Thank you. We got Stedford Wolf Comics, great artist. Thank you. We got Cohiba 75. He won a giveaway. Jeffrey won like 2. Hey, DM Loy. So let's get this show started.
Let's do it.
I don't, it's gonna be a long stream, hopefully.
Probably.
Probably a
Do
good
it.
stream.
I don't fall.
See what's going on in the world today. Box office. Five Nights at Freddy retains the #1 spot over the weekend, edging out Taylor Swift by what? 5.9 million. Killers of the Flower Moon third with 7, Priscilla 5 million, and Radical 2.7 million. There's no stopping Five Nights at Freddy, even though it's streaming on Peacock.
Scorsese's going to be cleaning popcorn off the floors. Gotta make back that money.
Have you guys all seen Five Nights at Freddy?
No.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yes.
Because I have Peacock.
Well, no,
I
some
saw-
people said no, so I guess all people did. I did.
I don't know.
wasn't
I'm not-
good.
I'm not a fan of the game, so it was okay. There's a lot of plot holes.
Had its moments.
I mean,
Boring.
Okay, so which movie was better for the people that have seen Five Nights at Freddy's? Five Nights at Freddy's or Willy's Wonderland with Nick
Five Nights.
Cage?
5 nights easily for
Ooh,
me.
Okay.
I haven't
okay.
seen Willy's Wonderland, so I don't know.
But you know which one's better? There's another one called the Banana Splits, which is also
oh yes.
The
that one.
Banana
I think that
Split.
one's better than both of them.
Agreed.
But what's that about?
Well, I mean, you don't remember the Banana Splits?
No.
Yeah.
Never
You don't
seen
It's
remember
like
the
a
old
real-
show, Bananas? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a real kids show that they horror movie
the
did
day.
Yeah.
last
Banana
year or
Splits.
something.
Aren't they basically the same thing?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, Banana Splits was more of a like HR puff and stuff type show back in the 70s.
But one has Nick Cage and the other does not. So I
Yeah,
mean,
but one of them has Nick
Uh,
Cage not saying anything. He has
that's
no-
the
one of-
best
and one-
part. That's the
really,
best part.
I love when he's just going off and complaining and
him
yelling.
him
You
him
like when
having
he's
to be
stupid,
quiet that
okay.
entire movie. Like
I guess that is fun seeing him
Wait, Nick
restrained.
Cage not speaking? That's probably his greatest movie of all time.
yeah, he literally
Yeah,
does not speak the entire movie.
Quiet face-off hater.
I think you're forgetting
Yeah,
about the
Face Off
master
sucks.
thespian Matthew Lillard, who was
God,
in Five
where am
Nights
I?
at Freddy's.
That is true.
No one told that Five Nights at Freddy was a kids movie.
Yeah, I
or
I
that it
didn't
was
expect
free on
that.
Peacock.
Hey, Coraline is technically a kids movie. That shit was awesome and scary.
Oh, I loved Coraline, but
Yeah,
Neil
Coraline was
Gaiman
scarier than Five Nights at Freddy's.
I just want to know, how did Freddy get to the house without being seen, then have to take a cab back?
Dude, that's like Jason logic. You're just there. You just pop
mean,
up.
Yeah,
You're there.
It's just one of those horror movie
Who
things.
knows?
The Jason
I
warp.
guess.
The Jason slasher warp.
Just watch Freddy Krueger.
Like seriously.
Five Nights at Freddy Krueger's.
Next up, Miles Morales will be the main Spider-Man of the Insomniac universe going forward, while Peter takes the back seat for now.
Oh.
Okay.
Don't care. Give me Spider-Gwen.
There's still how many freaking Spider titles out?
A lot.
Yeah.
Too
I
many.
You're like
mean,
90,000
it's
Spider-Man.
not like you're not going to see Peter Parker anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That'd
what this
be
is just for
awesome 'cause-
video games.
Isn't there a new like arc? I'm sorry, I don't know what to call it. Series coming out where Peter Parker is a middle-aged man. Wouldn't it be like, or like he's going through his 30s, he has a family, he has kids now? Isn't that like a new thing
The
coming out?
ultimate, it's part
Yeah,
of the
the
ultimate
Ultimate
universe.
Sure. What if they did that with Miles Morales and they give Peter Parker like all the side quests, like dad missions and stuff, where he has to like, sort of what they had to do with Mary Jane, but you give it even like worse. He has to do chores at home and stuff like that.
Oh, jeez. Well, you
Do
didn't
that.
enjoy playing as Mary Jane?
No, I didn't. I only played the first game, and well, I didn't hate it, but I was like, yeah, I'd rather be swinging around the city and stuff. I don't like stealth missions in general.
Hey, Vice, with Spider-Boy.
Well, this is an interesting risk that they're going to take, I guess, quote unquote. I wouldn't say it's much of a risk, but like for them to be like, yeah, we have confidence enough for Miles Morales to be the main head of the Insomniac universe. I'm like, okay. They have a lot of confidence in this. Hopefully, if this goes well, maybe. Well, this is a long shot, but maybe the movies will take a similar risk too with whenever they introduce Miles Morales in the live action, but probably not.
I think this is like
Stick within
like
the
getting
Spider-Verse.
people ready for Miles Morales to be the main Spider-Man in the MCU and in comics.
Into the Spider-Verse is still one of the best things that's out there. I just stick with it. It's good. It's infinitely entertaining and rewatchable.
I mean, I'm with you. They're two of the best Spider-Man movies ever made.
Yeah.
But you know for a
Superhero
fact,
movies.
they're one of the
two-
best
yeah, I was
superheroes
gonna
ever
say,
made. Yeah, absolutely. But you know for a fact they're going to try and bring him in live action. We know it's coming. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
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 I mean, the end game of everything. I mean, it's gonna hurt people to say, even animation, even with the new Super Mario movie being a huge hit now in animation, all that stuff. The end game is always live action. Now people are gonna say, do that Super Mario movie we just saw, do that live action. Everything's always gonna. That's always the end game. That's always like the final form, if you will.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not invalidating any other thing else. Like we still love our animated DC movies and stuff like that. But it's always, that's what people say is like, hey, why can't you just do the animated movies in live action? Like they always want that.
Do we
Live
really
action's always
want a
ending.
repeat though of the live action Mario movie from the 90s? Do we want that?
No, but that's what I'm saying. People would just want they'll say do that, but
No,
what
I-
the animated movie did, but just live action.
I think they've learned to not do stuff like that. Maybe.
Sorry,
Or, yeah. Well,
Captain Lou Albano will always be my Mario.
You don't think we'll ever get a Super Mario live action though?
Well, no,
No.
if these
No.
animated
So-
movies make
okay.
billions of dollars, and so no, I don't think they
In
would.
30
Yeah.
years.
There's no
And
need
also-
for a live action Mario movie.
There's no
No.
need.
You guys are probably right.
And Nintendo is going to be like, no, you're not doing it. No,
Yeah,
we're not letting you do it.
yeah. You're probably right.
Next up, Marvel Studios has announced Marvel Spotlight, a banner for certain upcoming projects that are more grounded, character-driven stories, and which will put less focus on larger MCU continuity.
I can't wait
Good.
for this.
Isn't more grounded, character-driven stories another way of saying we're going to have better writing?
The Hawkeye spin-off series Echo to debut under the new Marvel Spotlight banner that focuses on less MCU.
This is
None.
brutal.
And it's gonna be rated R.
It's
Yeah,
brutal.
So
Yeah.
it's
That's
street,
awesome.
it's street level. It's what
Right.
we've been asking for a while.
Yeah.
This doesn't necessarily mean street level though. Her
It will be,
specifically, her specific story, yes, street level, but
You're going to
think
get
they even
her. You're
mentioned
going to
that.
get Punisher. You're going to
Yeah.
get Daredevil. You're going to get all the street level heroes, and maybe
And
I
what I
wish
loved
they bring
about
back.
all
Luke
I don't
Cage,
even
but-
think that necessarily means more violent because that Spotlight doesn't give me like, oh, it's going to be the edgier Marvel. You know?
Well, if you saw the preview looks like it's going to be violent.
No, yeah, for this specific, I'm sure it is, but Spotlight, I think they're still going to be doing like stuff in space with like that has nothing to do with the MCU. It just happens to take place in space. I don't think
Maybe.
Spotlight necessarily means grounded, like street level. I think it means stuff that has nothing to do with the MCU continuity in general, like the greater story, the
Yeah,
Thanos
this-
story, the Kang stuff. Like it could still go off into space and stuff.
Yeah, so this is
Well,
pretty
listen.
much this is going to be Marvel's Elseworlds.
Well, they did.
Yeah, maybe.
No, actually, they
Maybe
got,
that's another
Not
way of looking at it.
Elseworlds. It's just
Yeah.
like it will
They
take
say-
place in the MCU, but
they
like,
said that.
Oh, yeah,
there's gonna
true.
Be
That's
the
periphery,
space
too.
part in the. They're gonna have the outside in space, and then they're gonna have the grounded. There's gonna be two parts. You're gonna have an enemy on the ground,
Hey,
and an
Anthony.
enemy up in the cosmos. That's what they were talking about. So hopefully it works out.
So the
I hope they.
article,
Go ahead.
the article I read about this is they're calling it Marvel Spotlight because it's supposed to be like the comic series, where you could just pick up Marvel Spotlight and you could just read a book without having to read like another title or something like that.
Yeah.
So they're saying that this stuff is supposed to be stuff that you don't have to go watch other shows to just be able to turn it on
That's
and
good.
watch it. But that's not
Yeah.
true because technically if you didn't watch Hawkeye, you wouldn't understand probably what's going on with Echo.
well,
so
actually, I think it will do a good. I think from what I've seen from the trailer, it's going to pick you up to speed on who
Yeah.
Echo is. They will address the event that happened at the end of Hawkeye, but I don't think you have to watch Hawkeye.
Watch
to
it, yeah.
understand.
There was no fucking Hawaiian shirt in there, so I'm happy. That's all I got
Well,
to
listen,
say.
Thank God.
I can
Thank
tell you
God.
one thing. What's going to be cool about this is that they'll probably reference other stuff. Spider-Man's name will be mentioned, and a lot of things will be mentioned, but it will have individual stories which stand alone. Which that's a pretty good thing. So fans can sit down and
Yeah.
watch this without watching 100 other
yeah,
shows on TV.
The trailer looked good, and I think they're dropping it all at once too. For Echo.
yeah, which is awesome.
So
Yeah.
we'll see.
This feels so much like the Netflix verse, and I'm for it. I am for it.
As long as we don't get 18 episode seasons, because there was a shit ton of filler in those Netflix.
This
shows.
one's only 5, so again, it
Yeah.
seems like they're
Degrassi.
taking the
Next
good.
up, Marvel 2-in-1, Marvel Team Up. Interesting.
I just want them to bring Luke Cage back.
Next
Bring
up,
whole
The
Defenders
Boys. The Boys season 4 will take place a couple of days after the events of Gen B finale.
Gen V was
Everybody-
good. It was a damn good show. They for a spin-off, they did a really good job keeping it in
I
the
have
same
a-
universe, keeping the same feel and production quality.
I
It was
have
good.
a confession. I have not watched The Boys or this shit.
Me neither.
I haven't
Never
watched
seen it.
Gen,
I haven't had
Gen
time.
V.
I'm freaking busy, man. I don't watch TV anymore like I used to.
Come on, you could have watched it while you're
You're,
sending
you're
memes.
you're busy. You send 75 IG reels a day.
That's different. IG and YouTube. I don't watch regular TV anymore like I used to, unless it really appeals to me. It's not like I'm watching show after show. I get bored quick, man.
I will watch The Boys. I just haven't had a lot of time. There's other stuff I need to watch too. Like I need to catch up with the Star Wars stuff. I need to catch up with some of the Marvel stuff too because I haven't watched Loki yet. I'm waiting till that all airs. And so I'm
haven't
and
watched that.
Invincible too. Invincible came out and I'm watching that. So it's like
Yeah, I
so-
watched the first episode.
Well, if you
of
keep
that.
waiting, you're never going to watch anything.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
Don't worry about me. I'll get it done.
I'm just
See,
saying.
If it wasn't for my my Instagram,
Uh-oh, here we
Kyle
go.
wouldn't have a game to play on his on the SNN show. On the SNN show. Yeah, so, what do you want?
I have no idea what you're referring to, sir.
Yes.
No idea. What? No idea.
But
I still haven't watched Game of Thrones either.
I
so
dreamt
that's
it.
all I'm saying.
I never watched it, and everyone told me not to watch it, so I'm
Game
just
of
not gonna
Thrones
watch
is
it.
amazing.
House
what
of
I
Dragons
hear.
was fantastic.
I will let you know when I watch
You know,
it.
the thing with House of Game of Thrones is people built up what they wanted for the last season, and when it didn't happen, oh, this whole season sucks. This show sucks.
Yeah, like that season 8 ruined the whole show for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Next up, three-time Oscar nominee John Logan, Gladiator, Aviator, Hugo, and Skyfall is in talks to write The Brave and the Bold for DC Comics. DC Studios.
Hugo was a good movie.
Yeah, I'm
Interesting.
for it. Gladiator, Aviator, Skyfall was good. I haven't seen Hugo, but
I like Skyfall a lot and Gladiator. I didn't watch Aviator or Hugo.
yeah, solid writer. I'm for it.
As long as Damien has a sword, I'm good. I'm all good.
I'm just happy for Brave and Bold. They could do a lot with Brave and Bold.
Yes, they can.
There's infinite possibilities there.
They could literally introduce the whole Bat family in that movie.
Oh, I'll be a kid on Christmas morning, man.
There's one person that will be very happy if they introduce a certain Bat family member.
Yeah.
You know who she
I've
is?
already made peace with it. It's probably going to be Oracle at first. She's going to earn her movie. You're going to see it. She's going to earn her movie.
Got to watch her wheel around first before
Yeah. She's going to do a lot of
takes the
thinking, a lot of
cow.
girl in the van stuff, and then boom. We're
Let
gonna
me
see
tell
her
you
fly
about
in
my
her own movie.
backstory.
I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully, it doesn't come out in 2030.
Yeah,
The same time the X-Men movie come out.
We could speed things up with our casting suggestions.
There's a new movie on the horizon.
Yes.
Barbenheimer. A
Can't
$1
wait.
million budget Barbenheimer movies in the works. The
They
film
put it in the
follows
budget. They're so
Dr.
proud of that $1 million.
Dr. Barbenheimer, a scientist doll living in Daltopia, who tries to take out humanity with a nuclear bomb.
Please tell me this is fake. Please tell me this
No.
is fake.
Is this a trauma film?
No, it's actually Full Moon dipping their hands in
Really?
that type of asylum parody.
You knew this was going to happen. I mean, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
How
I'm
could
surprised
this
it's
not
coming from
happen?
Full Moon. Those are the guys that did the Puppet Master and Doll Man and all that stuff.
My God.
They're doing like
Puppet
parody
Master was
stuff.
great.
It's just going to be sci-fi. Degrassi said, what Batgirl? Which Batgirl?
Barbara.
Interesting.
Maybe Barbara and someone else. Barbara is Oracle, and then maybe we got I don't know,
Cassandra
Stephanie.
Cain.
Cassandra Cain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cassandra, yeah. I'm down for Stephanie or Cassandra.
I guess there's going to be along the lines of Blood and Honey and the Bambi horror movie.
I heard they're coming out with a Blood and Honey too.
Yes, I did that well.
For some dumb reason.
It's a Charles Band film.
Yeah, Puppet Master.
I do love Puppy Master. It was a great series back in the 80s. Next up, Superman and Lois is coming to an end.
So
And
sad.
season 4 has been confirmed to be his last. It's also the last of the CW's DC shows.
It's the best CW DC show.
I agree.
The best. It's so good. So sad that it's coming to an end.
Hey, he was at,
I wish I wish Max would pick this up, continue the story.
he was at
It would
Rhode
be-
Island
dude.
Comic Con this weekend.
That would be so sick because this seriously, like, I had doubts when I first started this, and this show is like, I don't even know.
Yeah. I wouldn't bank on Warner moving it over to Max. I don't bank on Warner doing anything right. this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, this was a perfect casting with Lois and Clark, and even the boys were perfect casting.
Even the
Mhm.
recast of the boy.
Yes, I like them also.
Yeah.
They recast it?
Yeah.
The one guy apparently just like didn't come back after the show restarted, so they had to hire.
Yeah, he didn't show up. He was
Yeah.
like depressed and he didn't think acting was for him or whatever.
But yeah, if people haven't seen this, you should watch this show because
It is decent.
I did drop off after a while. It was decent, the stuff I've seen, and by proxy, yeah, this is probably the one show that I enjoy the most out of the CW stuff.
That's a low bar, though.
It is very low bar, very low
Come
bar.
on. Arrow,
It's a
Green-
low bar.
Green Arrow.
I'll give you.
No,
I'll give you early Green
yeah.
Arrow.
Awful,
First season of The Flash.
What?
awful. Arrow is awful. No, but
Oh, Arrow was Batman. Come on.
yeah, that's why I hated it. He's not Batman. Stop turning everybody into Batman. But anyway,
You have wronged this city.
I was like, what is this? What is this?
I
But-
think Birds of Prey was the best series.
Okay. I started to warm up to Tyler Hoechlin as Superman. At first, I was like, I don't know about you, but like the more I've seen him, I'm like, you know what? He's a decent Superman. I do like him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the villain, the Rogues Gallery, has been sick. I mean, the whole bizarre, like, dude, come on, like,
That was crazy.
it's
when
been
they went to
so
Bizarre
good,
World.
man.
Yeah, they did a
So
solid
good.
job. They stuck to trying to put together a good story.
You know, and last season there was a scene in the diner after this guy beat his son up and stole his truck or whatever, and he didn't even have to touch the guy. It's just his intimidation as Clark was just like insane. Everybody's just like, "What the fuck?" He's such a good actor. And Degrassi said Arrow was the second best Batman series ever.
Jeez, I can't do this, man.
Jedi said, anyone else underwhelmed by Invincible season 2 episode 1?
Are you kidding me? I loved it.
It was good. I liked the Adam Eve mini series or the mini show that they had
That was good too.
a lot. I thought that was really good. This is just going to take a little bit of time to warm up. That's first episode.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not as like, oh my gosh, it's like season 1's first episode, but still, I thought it was a strong
Yeah.
starting.
Nice. And next up, we have one of the main topics: the Marvels first MCU bomb. What do you guys think about the projection being lower than Shazam and The Flash for opening weekend?
Ooh. Yeah, this better be red flags to Marvel. If they're not listening, they haven't listened before. They better listen now. If this underperforms, it's not good, and it's most likely.
It seems like it is going to underperform. It seems like it is. I wasn't, I wasn't a fan of the marketing campaign, and I'm a huge MCU fan. And if I wasn't a fan of the marketing campaign, I can imagine people just weren't buying it. And I think they already are, to answer DL, adjusting, and that's why we're getting all this. Look, we're showing our hand. We're going to go more mature. We're going to go R-rated with stuff now, lowering the budget of Blade to make it R-rated, unless it already was, which is what I heard. I feel bad because it just, I don't know. They're trying to sell fun, and it seems like it would be fun, but it's like you have to have some like good jokes or something. Like there's like,
Oh, I don't know. The first teaser that they put out that was all just cut up stuff that already existed outside of this movie that's coming, and kind of mashed together a trailer was such shit. It felt so cheap.
This movie comes out in 3 days, and we still don't know what the movie's about.
Nope.
Yeah, outside of Freaky Friday.
The Marvels. It's
Yeah.
about the Marvels.
It's about-
Okay.
I mean, that is very important. I used to think that was stupid, right? It's like, what do you mean? I don't want to know what a movie is about. But then, like, if you look at the campaign, I'm going to bring Snyder. If you look at the campaign between like 300, it is very clear what that movie's about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you see
Tone,
Watchmen,
everything, yeah.
when you see the Watchmen trailer, you're like, what is that about? I guess they're heroes, and that's it. And nothing. You get nothing. Kind of the same thing with this. You kind of have to be a little more clear in the marketing of what you're getting. And this,
I mean,
and to be
Freaky
fair, this
Friday.
does look like it's going to be dumb fun. That's what I'm getting out of it, and that could be a thing that that's good that people respond to. Maybe not at first. Maybe it's like I'll see it when it comes out later, something like that. That's
It's
the vibe
Freaky
I get.
Friday. It's Freaky
Yeah.
Friday.
No, I think it's going to tie up Secret Invasion
Yeah.
Yeah.
and finish it off. And
Will it?
come on,
I hope it's tying up
Look
a
at the,
cinnamon block to
it's
its
gonna-
leg and sinking it in the river.
No,
That's where
I,
Secret Invasion belongs.
I agree. I think it'll tie off Secret Invasion, and then it's going to tie off the Miss Marvel TV show because it's obviously has something to do with the bangle that she found in the TV show.
Yep.
So Nick Fury's going to find his testicles in the Marvels?
Hey, I'm here for it because apparently there's going to be X-Men in the movie. So
Yes, there's going to be X-Men.
Don't spoil.
What?
but it was
I
in
didn't
the
know that.
trailer. It was in the
It's in the
trailer,
trailer.
dude.
What?
When it says like whatever's next or something, and then all the letters disappear except for the X.
I did not. See that. Cool.
Where were you?
I
Wow.
didn't see that.
Shame.
So wait, is that a new trailer? Are they like desperate? Are they putting that X out there?
I mean, there's also
Yes.
could be a possible appearance of another character. I'm not going to say who it is that they put in the TV spot. And I'm like, oh, really? Y'all are desperate, aren't y'all? Okay.
Watch Gal
Hey.
Gadot shows up as Wonder Woman. That'd be cool.
Oh God, no. There's
yeah.
a few characters people were hoping show up. Blue Marvel.
Mephisto.
Oh, you
I don't,
Blue
gonna happen.
Marvel?
I don't think that's
Blue
going to
Marvel?
happen.
Yeah, I'm
It's
holding
coming
up to
from
my
a fan of
Marvel
Blue
number
Beetle.
one.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only people that want Blue Marvel 1 to show up are the people that own that book, so they can hurry up and get rid of it.
Well, is the big bad in this kind of just a rogue proxy, basically? Because I'm guessing they're not going to have a rogue in it. Which is how they should have introduced this and have.
Nope was great, Degrassi.
Well, they couldn't because they didn't have the rights to the X-Men. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna trash on Brie Larson. I just hope she's better than she was before. That's before
hopefully the
previous-
director directs her better this time.
I actually recently saw the 2021 Candyman a few days ago. That's the first thing I saw this director do, and I thought she did a good job directing that. So I have a little bit of hope that there's some competence behind the camera.
Yeah, I like
So-
that. I like that Candyman. It was a good movie.
I didn't like it as much as the original, but I still liked it. I don't know. It'll be an interesting movie. I don't understand the tone. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be fun, but I don't know.
It's fun, yeah. What else? Where's
Yeah.
the story?
I'm waiting for the whole.
You don't need
musical
story, you have
Dancing
fun.
Planet.
Yay, fun.
Don't worry. It's a well-driven woman movie.
Yeah, women
Don't
power.
make time
They
out.
well driven.
It didn't take long
The
for
force,
Dom.
hey, listen, as
There
Kathleen
we
Kennedy
go.
says, the force is female. There you go.
Yeah, MCU.
Damn she.
You know,
Yep.
I thought I was gonna have to.
Ray
wait an
gives
hour
credence
do
to that
this,
point.
but unfortunately, now it didn't pass, and I have to do it. Jedi Johnson says, Imani Vellani is too adorable for this movie to suck. She cancels out Brie Larson's stoic acting.
She will carry
Yes.
this movie on her back.
I hope Brie Larson does so great. She gets nominated.
Chris says,
I'm gonna come next stream and just laugh. And
Yeah, right. Yeah, we'll
So-
see about that.
So do we
Chris
think
says,
this?
I think
Academy
they're
Award
trying to
winner.
hold on one second. I think they're trying to portray this new big bad as a female Thanos.
Oh, what?
I think they're just
She's a
portraying
female
it.
Ronan the Accuser is what she is.
Yeah, they're
No
so
more,
the
no
whole
less.
they're trying. I don't know why they're trying to tie it into the Thanos stuff because I
It's
wish
all
they would
connected.
just
That's,
leave Thanos behind.
It's Loki's real life wife in real life.
Hey, Senor Nerd.
The girl, the friggin' is a real what's his name who plays Loki's wife
Tim Higgles.
in real life.
If you haven't seen South
Okay.
Park, the Pandaverse, put a chick in it and make her gay. Kathleen Kennedy. South Park.
Hey,
I don't. Does anyone think there is this supposed to be a standalone movie, or are they going to open end it?
What has there ever been a standalone MCU movie?
No, there hasn't. But at this point,
the Eternals, maybe
they want to make a clean break. While the Eternals was just a turd rolling down the toilet.
I love the Eternals movie.
I love the Eternal movie.
I loved the Eternals movie.
Very stoic movie.
Not for me. Not for me.
Here's a movie about characters no one cares about.
It's better than any of the new movies that have been coming out.
Please explain to me how a head coming out of the earth and a hand coming out of the earth doesn't make volcanoes and earthquakes and
why are we doing this?
planet. Please explain to me.
You'll get answered in Thunderbolt.
But then you got to ask all the other directors how that head just disappeared since the Eternals, because why hasn't it been in any of the movies or TV shows?
They're not in the middle of the ocean.
It's just not there anymore.
Even still, my argument still stands. There should be earthquakes, tornadoes, tsunamis, all that, volcanoes going off.
Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
Exactly.
No, I figured they would try to make a clean break from this and try to have it be somewhat of a self-contained movie.
I think there's
Maybe
a 70% chance there's going to be an open-ended thing. 70%.
Yeah. Degrassi sent me a link for a video, so I'm gonna give it a play and see what this is.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
The X looks like it lingers on the screen just a few frames longer than all the other letters.
Yeah.
I'm sort of, when that happens, is there a part of you that just goes, "Oh my God, this is going to be my life for the next 6 months," asking about a letter? And just to have fun, what would your dream X-Men project be?
Wow. Okay. Well.
Are you cold open?
So good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I literally did a story on it a couple of days ago.
First things I pitched, way big plan, which is
I was hoping her casting was going to be
and Storm movie.
So many films. It's like
I was hoping her casting was going to be the good cast of Goodfellas.
Letters.
Yeah.
I'm sort of, when that happens, is there a part of you that just goes, "Oh my God, this is."
Wow. Okay. Well, I talk about Galactus all the time. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I love him. I think he's amazing. I think he's very cool. He's not an X-Men, but he's like in that universe, obviously.
I still want to hang out with her. She seems really cool.
Yeah. I really like Scott Summers and Storm together. Their dynamic as like fighting over who should be the head of the X-Men has always been really fun for me to read, like in the Chris Claremont run. So I think some sort of like Scott.
Oh, she's a comic book reader.
Oh, a director that reads comics.
I love that.
Yeah, but she also likes Scott Summers, so that's a negative.
What was your reaction to all that?
Hey,
one step up,
two
steps
my
back.
favorite X-Men character. You better stop it.
Oh, Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, but honestly, my heart went out to you.
Have a good day, Joe.
That is her life. That is
Best Summers brother.
Every single interview for the next 6 months. I hope this next question comes out with the positivity that it is intended, because I'm such a fan of your work. A lot has been made of the fact that you went into production on another film when the Marvels wasn't.
Any other director, please.
4 different times, and so anyway, so I'm not surprised. But for me personally, it was literally just that they moved the date of the film 4 different times, and so instead of it being a 2-year process, which I was deeply committed to, it became a 3.5-year process. So every time the date moved, and they knew the entire time that I had an.
It was delayed that long? That many times?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out February of this.
Huh, interesting.
Recent memory, and it's an amazing example of Marvels.
It was my first studio film, so that's just the process of working in a studio environment, that support that you get. It was sort of a small step towards.
I'm glad the guy interviewing her told her how much he loved her work.
Like Marvel.
I got to tell you,
I love your work. This is your first film.
Yeah, I love what you did with Candyman.
Well, at least we came that she knows, she reads Marvel, and she said the best X-Men run, which is Claremont, of course. So hopefully she put her heart into this movie. Hopefully, just saying.
Hopefully,
it's
Marvel let her put her heart into it.
Yeah, does Marvel let her do it? Yeah.
I'm not expecting Orson Welles' level of complexity in a movie. It's a fucking Marvel.
Rosebud.
All it has to do is be halfway competent.
Sure.
Are
Then
you
that-
guys going to
that's all I
go
ask
see it
for.
this weekend?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Negative.
I'm gonna do
Chris.
what everyone
No.
hates. I am waiting for reviews from
Chris says,
critics.
See,
explain
I'm
to me
There,
how
I
a
said it.
celestial is in the planet and not towering over the planet. That excuse about baby celestial shakes my head. However, I did truly enjoy the Eternals.
No, the externals.
Ha ha ha.
Extra.
I'll
Eternals.
wait till it comes out on D plus before I watch it.
What if it's getting awesome word of mouth?
Do you think
D
that's
plus.
dude's real living room or a fake Zoom background?
I rarely go into the theater to see a movie to begin with, so I'm not going to be rushing to go see the Marvels.
Lucifer is actually one of the guys that convinced me to go see Flash in theaters. So I went to theaters.
Yeah, it was.
So if word of mouth comes out
job,
good,
Bruce.
I'll
It was
see
fun.
Marvels.
I went and saw
movie.
Flash.
I enjoyed it. I
I'll-
love Flash.
I
I'll go
waited.
see-
I waited till it came out on Warner. It was good.
I'll go see movies I want to see in theaters, but I don't really want to see the Marvels, and I already pay for Disney Plus, so it just makes sense to just wait.
Did you pay for Black Widow and D Plus? Did you do that, or did you wait for it to become free?
That I think I bought on Disney Plus. I didn't go to the theater.
Yeah, I went to the theater for that because I'm not paying all that for.
I'm just a fat
I
lazy
felt like a
bastard. I don't
beast.
like leaving my house.
I thought that felt so cool. That time period in COVID when we were getting all that stuff.
Yeah.
I felt like this is
Degrassi
this
said
didn't feel right.
he saw the Marvels on Sunday. Any issues I have with the film aren't with the direction, with her direction.
That's good to know.
Okay.
The writing.
But yeah,
So that's good. At
I
least
will
it's
give it a chance.
if it's a competently directed movie, that's half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Yo, Joe.
The more you
You
know.
know, decide for yourself if you want to go see the Marvels. I don't want any movie to fail.
Yeah,
you
I
know.
don't want this to fail either, regardless of how I
I was
feel
waiting
about
for the
Brie
butt,
Larson
but-
and all that. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
people wanted the first one to bomb, and it did went gangbusters. So
I feel like people don't really care that much
put-
about this one.
Could have put
Yeah.
a turd in a cape and put it on the fucking screen. It would have pulled in $1 billion back then. It was.
I mean, yeah,
everyone was-
they didn't give the audience a reason to care. It's just like, oh, it's a funny Freaky Friday movie. There you go.
Show some. Just show
Jedi
some
Johnson
lingerie.
is watching
Show
you
some
suck your
lingerie.
lollipop.
No, I mean like people don't even care to shit on this movie that much. In my
No, they
opinion,
haven't. I haven't seen anything.
I haven't
They're too
seen
busy-
anything too crazy of like.
They're too busy.
really don't
shitting
care,
on-
which is
too
like the
busy-
worst thing ever.
They're too busy shitting on Snow White. All right, moving on. We're not touching that subject, Dom.
Nope, not doing that again.
I'm gonna guess Kamala Khan steals the show in the movie.
I will.
I'll let you know.
All
Most
right.
likely.
Next up, we have the casting couch.
Oh yeah.
With Kingdom Productions. Do not take a black light to that couch, please. And this week, before we do that, actually, if you want to enter the giveaway, please. Yeah, there's a giveaway.
Damn.
Please type
How do I
in
enter?
hashtag Marbles in the chat. People from the panel cannot win.
What?
You heard me.
BS.
Unless you want, you can win and give it to somebody in the audience.
Okay. That's fair.
That works. And the giveaway is a 4K Blu-ray of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Well,
Hashtag
I'll take out my hashtag.
And it's sealed. Oh,
Ooh, look at that.
ooh.
It might be worth money somewhere down the road, 100 years from now.
Probably.
Probably. And the movie we are casting this month, this is a monthly thing, I think. Yeah. It's a lot of work, especially with this group of yahoos. I'm not gonna say names.
I resemble that remark.
We are fan casting X-Men.
X-Men.
Yeah, how do you not have the theme song playing right now?
I was too busy doing slides for people.
Shut up.
I'm not
all
saying
right.
anything.
All right, the first casting.
Who's going first?
This is, I believe. Let's see how I can do this.
Oh, let me guess.
Let's see.
That's me.
I know that's you.
Of course. I saw John Woo. I'm like, perp.
All right. So I'm going first. All right.
Yes, you're going first.
Based. So what we got here is the cream of the crop. That's right. We are going to take over Bollywood using this cast. We are taking them. I'm starting with John Abrams as Wolvie. Of course, John Abrams has the look of Wolverine. He's very gruff, very rough and tumble type of guy, but he could also do awesome dance numbers, just like Hugh Jackman. So, boom, obviously, we're going to use him. Of course, we have Jubilee, one of my favorite characters of all time. She's gonna be played by Disha Batini. Of course, you might have seen her actually with John Abrams in Villain Returns, which came out last year. It's on Netflix right now. Everyone check that one out. Of course, we have Jean Grey, and that is Tara Sutaria, and she's great. She is gonna she has the pathos, she has the acting range to absolutely destroy Jean Grey, and we're not gonna be doing no Dark Phoenix crap, none of that crap. Okay, so what else we got? We got Tiger Shroff as Cyclops. Tiger is the new hit action hero, and he's kicking ass. And you know that scene in X2 when Cyclops fights the guards because I believe the guy that played him wanted a fight scene and not just like touch his temple and shoot people. So they gave him a fight scene. But we're going to do that with this guy, but we're going to give him a huge hallway fight. It's going to be a 13-minute hallway fight where Cyclops does not use his Cyclops, and it's just all fighting. It's going to be great. Everyone's going to love it. We've got Hrithik Roshan as Gambit. This man could do Gambit like no other, except no substitutes. We got, of course, Tilda Swinton. Tilda Swinton as Professor X.
That's how I knew this was your casting when I saw this lineup.
Tilda Swinton as Professor X. She's going to absolutely destroy it. I asked Brucifer if I could also cast Tilda Swinton as Magneto because Tilda Swinton, if you watch some of her art house movies, she does like to double cast herself, sometimes triple cast herself, like in Suspiria. Let's fucking go. Sorry for cursing. Magneto, but we can't get Tilda Swinton. She costs too much money. That's what Brucifer said. So for Magneto, we're gonna have Sean Rook Khan. He's great. He's amazing. He is killing it right now. If you watch the Dawn series, which is great, you could see him kick ass over there. I do have one request at the end of the movie. I do want like the X-Men to win, and they say, "Wow, this is great. I wish we had fireworks." And then Jubilee goes, "I could take care of that," and then she does fireworks.
What about the doves? We have to have doves, right?
You gotta have doves.
Yeah, where's the doves, man?
The doves will come with the fireworks. Jubilee, we're changing her power. She's going to be unleashing fireworks and doves. Okay.
Yeah, I figured Wu was directing,
fireworks
so we
doves.
needed pigeons or doves at some point.
Oh my God.
So Jubilee, we're changing the power. I talked to the writers. They said the Jubilee needs to get bumped up, so she's throwing doves at Juggernaut.
Doves and Juggernaut.
Love it. Perfect.
So
A for creativity. I love it.
So you guys can perfect.
Someone said I can't get behind that Gambit.
Please remember at the end of this segment, you guys are gonna vote who had the best casting.
I was just gonna ask, are they voting?
Yeah, the chat's gonna vote. Who had the best casting?
Perfect.
It's gonna be tough to top that one.
Yeah, man. That was wow. That was great.
All right. Next up. Whose casting is this?
Oh, it is mine. Look at that.
Look at this guy.
Yeah. So, unlike Perp, this is me casting the X-Men of me trying to save the franchise after what Fox did to them. So
what do you mean unlike Perp?
I actually do like that Bollywood idea. I would watch the shit out of that. But yeah, so for director wise, it was very tough for me to pick a director. If I had it my way, I would direct the movie because I feel that protective towards this property. I'm going to be very honest. I want to make sure they get it right. But that wasn't the assignment, so I actually had to think long and hard which director would be a really good choice for this. And I thought Travis Knight. Now, I know for a lot of you, there
minus
are thinking...
the pips.
Minus the what?
Minus the pips.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
You're dating DL now. He's just
Yeah.
He's
Sorry.
like, yeah, I gotta Google that later.
Right. I was born in '95, so
kids.
like let's. But yeah, with Travis Knight, yeah, of course, from Kubo and the Two Strings, Earth to Echo, Bumblebee, and I'm sure people are thinking, well, why are you choosing this person? Because he hasn't really done something like on this level yet. Because I remember a long time ago when somebody interviewed Kevin Feige, I believe it was John Campea, and he asked him why did he get James Gunn to get Guardians of the Galaxy. He's never done a property like this. And Kevin Feige said, because a good storyteller is a good storyteller. And Travis Knight has proven to me that he is a really good storyteller. And seeing what he did with Bumblebee, for example, he is someone that respects source material while giving his own story to whatever the property that he's doing. So I think he will definitely handle the X-Men with care. Now, as far as the the lineup, I'm doing the original X-Men because I think you need to start from ground one before you start getting into the other characters. I know people want to see Wolverine, but we need to build up to that point. We have had 20 years of Wolverine. It's time to give him a break just for a little bit and develop the other X-Men too. So for Cyclops, I picked Dacre Montgomery. I chose him because mostly because of what he did as the Red Ranger in the 2007 Power Rangers movie. He did convey that leadership and that gravitas that Cyclops needed. He looks like Cyclops, and I just pretty much. I just like his performances also in Stranger Things. I thought was really good too. But what I saw from him in Power Rangers, I think he conveys a really good leader. So I picked him, and then Jean Grey, Daniel Rose Russell. I didn't want to choose like a bigger star like we did with Sophie Turner and stuff like that. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to pick someone that's. I'm sorry, she didn't work for me. But so it was tough for me to pick Jean Grey as well because I didn't want to get like a really big actress this time around. I wanted someone that was on the smaller screen, and she's from these two shows called Legacies and the Originals. And what I really want from a Jean Grey is somebody that has like the warmth and like that.
Wait, you liked her acting in the originals and Legacies?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I'm glad you did.
Okay, I see someone detracting, but that's okay. That's okay.
No, I'm just joking. I love Legacies and the originals.
Yeah. So what I saw from her specifically is that what I want for Jean Grey for someone that has that's able to channel like that warmth and like that welcoming presence that Jean Grey has, but also is able to switch it on a dime to be dark and edgy and like be playful at the same time. Because I'm going to do the Phoenix Saga eventually in my set of movies. I'm going to do it right, but I want someone that's able to convey like the warmness of Jean Grey and then the dark side of the Phoenix. And I feel like she, from the stuff I saw from those shows, I thought she conveyed those pretty well. Also, she's beautiful. I've seen her as a redhead. She looks really good as a redhead. So that's where we're going with. Josh Hutcherson is Iceman. I really like Josh Hutcherson, so I guess you could say it's a little bit of a bias with me casting him, but also with how I want to.
Success of FNAF.
Definitely not that, even though he was the best part of that movie. But yeah, I've been a fan. But yeah, I've just been a fan of him, and like the way I would portray Iceman, I would make him the underdog of the original X-Men, and I think he will convey that really, really well in this. But also, he has that relatability that I would make this version of Iceman to be, and also this is strategic casting because I also want to make the possibility of there to be in a crossover with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and then we also get Firestar, and we possibly could get Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends type of possibility. I'm not saying that they have to do it, but I'm just putting that possibility out there.
Wait,
that's why
Tom Holland will still be Spider-Man.
Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? But I want to put that possibility. But Ross Lynch as Angel. So So I've seen him from. You're probably gonna laugh from this. I did see him from a couple of sitcoms from the Disney Channel. I'm not gonna lie, but the stuff I've seen him in, the way I would portray my version of Angel, I want him to be the free spirit and go with the flow type of stuff, and he conveys that really, really well. And I also like his look. He looks a lot like Angel from the comics, but overall, he's just a good actor, and I think he will portray the character really well. Now, here's the one that's raising a bunch of eyebrows here. I did.
Curveball.
Yes,
Curveball.
curveball. Henry Cavill as Beast.
Really?
Yes. I'm sorry. Look, Henry Cavill is my favorite live action Superman until James Gunn's movie comes out and we'll see how he does. But like Henry Cavill will always be my Superman, but it's time to move on. I'm sorry. Like they're not bringing him back. It's time to move on to other things. And like with Beast, I couldn't think of a better option than Henry Cavill because he has that distinguished manner that Beast has. I think he can. I think I can buy him as a scientist. He's the right age for it. He could pull off the physicality as well. And I could see him in the blue costume or whatever. Or if they want to do motion capture, I mostly would do makeup mostly, but I could see him in the makeup as well. Overall, I just think he fits what I would want to see in Beast. It's hard to beat what Kelsey Grammer did because I think he was quintessential Beast, but I think Henry Cavill will bring his own really good spin to it as well. And it's Hank McCoy also being like if he wants to play the secretary thing, I think Henry Cavill can work that really well also.
One second, DL. 1 second. Little movie perp has to go. He just wants to say goodbye to everyone.
Sorry, I really wanted to be here for this, but I will watch on replay, so you guys better not disappoint like DL just did with Henry Cavill. That is ridiculous. You are insane. You are absolutely...
Please like the video.
Okay. All right.
Like, sub if it's your first time. Thank you. Continue.
Okay, so yeah, that's why I'm choosing Henry Cavill as Beast. Now,
I wanted to ask real quick if it
Sure.
was Henry Cavill's chest hair that got you to choose him for Beast.
Oh, jeez.
I mean that could be a contributing factor, but
I think that's where you were going. He's already Harry Beast. Put him in.
Hey, why not? Okay, so Cillian Murphy as Professor X. So once again, this is really tough. It was really tough for me to find a Professor X because who can live up to the performance of Patrick Stewart and even James McAvoy? I thought he did a really good job as Professor X. And now we've heard the fan castings around like Mark Strong and all this other stuff, and I'm sure it's going to be on one of these guys' lists. But the reason why I chose him is because of, surprisingly enough, Oppenheimer. I wasn't a big fan of the movie overall, but his performance as Oppenheimer, he gave me a similar type of performance that I would want to see in a Professor X. I thought the accent was down. I thought overall his performance in Oppenheimer opened up to be like, what, I could see him kind of as a Professor X type of figure. And I think he would look good with the bald head as well. But yeah, that's why I chose him. I didn't want to go with the typical choice here, and I actually wanted to stretch, Cillian Murphy's, range as well, because I thought he had a lot of potential since Batman Begins. Ever since I saw him as the Scarecrow and where they ended up doing his character after that, like I've always seen Cillian Murphy as like, has such potential, but they don't give him enough. So this is the opportunity for me to give him something because I think he could pull it off really well. Now, once again, with Aaron Eckhart as Magneto, it's a similar thing because I saw what he did in The Dark Knight, and I thought he was great for what they gave him, but I once again thought they wasted him. And once again, when I was thinking of Magneto, I wanted somebody that's able to have that diplomatic side, or is able to command a room, which I saw him do in The Dark Knight as Harvey Dent, but then also be able to switch in on a dime and turn into this dark, intimidating character like he did with the few moments we saw him as Two-Face. So I thought that's what I would want to see in the Magneto. Also, with Killian and Aaron, they're like close enough in age where I can buy them as as friends for many years, and also I think Aaron Eckhart has the look and the physical presence of a Magneto as well, so that's why I chose him. But yep, that is my casting for the original X-Men.
Nice.
That card was very good, and thank you for smoking.
Cohiba says, "Is he from Peaky Blinders?" Yes, Killian Murphy is from Peaky Blinders.
And 28 Days Later.
Ooh, I love that movie. Next up,
Ah.
whose cast is this? I know who it is. Stick Boy. Wait, what the hell?
Yeah, I was early. I have an hour.
Nice.
God damn, you now got to readjust.
Anyway, DL, you are absolute madman.
I was waiting for that.
I'm kidding. Good picks, DL. I like
So
the Travis
from-
Knight. That is an awesome pick.
Thank you.
So for my director, I picked Alfonso Cuarón. He was the director for Gravity, Children of Men, and Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, among other things like Pan's Labyrinth. I really like his style of sci-fi fantasy, so that's why I went with him. Olivia Rodrigo as Jubilee. I wanted someone kind of young for her, but not too young. I thought Olivia would fit that role pretty good. Joe Morgan. Let's see here. He was in. I have them
He was
all.
in Titans.
Pretty much.
He was in Titans.
Yeah, he was in Titans. He was in Vampire Diaries, the originals, Armistice. I thought I think he has kind of a gritty look to him. I think Cyclops needs. I think we've all said it. Cyclops needs to be a kind of a leader, but still has to have an edge to him because he has to be making hard decisions sometimes as that leader, as he's done in the past, even in the comics. That's why I went with him. Aiden Turner as Wolverine. I still want Wolverine in the X universe going forward. I like Aiden Turner as an actor. He was in Poldark and the Hobbit. He was in the Hobbit films. He was also in a show that I love, and that's the Being Human on BBC.
Oh, that was a great show.
That is a great show. Even that last season when the original cast is not on there, I thought was still pretty good. So that's why I went with him. I still want Wolverine in this universe. Elena Satine. I still want Jean Grey to be a natural redhead. So that's why I went with. I really don't know too much about Elena. She was in Cowboy Bebop. Some stuff I have never seen.
You want your carpet to match the curtains for Jean?
I like her look. I don't know anything about her acting, but her look was what I kind of wanted for Jean Grey. We got then we get to for Magneto. I went with Liam Neeson. I still want.
He has a particular set of skills.
Yeah.
And older. I still want Professor X and Magneto to be kind of older. Like not necessarily the same age. So like Liam Neeson obviously is older than my pick for Professor X Common. But I think Liam Neeson can still pull off kind of a middle-aged, dyeing his hair or whatever.
You can age, you can age him down a little, age Common up a little.
Yeah. And for Common, I've liked him for a while. Not so much as he sings too, right? I mean, he's a singer, right? But there's some stuff I've seen him. There's some. Well, okay, we'll call that singing. I've liked some of the stuff he's been in on TV and in a few of his movies, so that's why I chose Common. Plus, he's bald, so he's why not?
He was good in John Wick. I enjoyed his role in John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Those are my picks.
Nice.
Vote for me.
Vote for Sticks. We like this pick. Just want to say, hey, what's up to the Comic Pals? Love the show, Kingdom of Nerds. Keep up the great work. Please check out their channel. They 4 friends just hanging out, analyzing and talking and reading comic books.
Good stuff.
Great show. Next up, Whose cast is this? On with only 4 X-Men?
Hey, me. Hey,
You're not even good enough for the regular font.
I don't care. Late for the party. Hey, listen, I'm not going to all this craziness to try to figure out the X-Men because I hate the X-Men. I'm not an X-Men fan.
Hey,
but-
Mama
What?
I'm not,
He
I'll be honest
casted
I'm not an X-Men fan.
Michael
But I'll tell you what, I did watch all the X-Men movies, and I'll be honest with you. You know, all these different castings, this and that. Meanwhile, they have all these people that are right in front of you. You know, Sophie Turner, she played Jean Grey. Yes, the movie wasn't as great as it should have been, but she did play a great part as Jean Grey. So she could still play Jean Grey in the MCU. You got Daniel Radcliffe. He's training hard. He's probably going to be Wolverine in the Deadpool movie. That he has a special cameo. They didn't tell what his name is, what he was going to be, what he's going to be. But he's been working out hard. He could be the Wolverine in the MCU because he does have the acting chops and he's a short guy. So he could do it. And
Oh,
will be
Jesus.
CGI.
So we are. Hold on 1 second. Wait, did you? You just said. You said he was a short guy. We do not condone
Oh, God.
saying short guy on this stream. They are little people.
You got it.
Excuse me,
We
did you just insult me, sir? Because I'm 5'7".
Can we say short kings?
Hey, I'm 5'11", 5'10". Hey,
Short kings.
What?
now, listen. No, but he actually, if you've seen what Daniel Radcliffe looks like now, he's working out and training. He's freaking ripped, and he could possibly. He was like in the running of being Wolverine a couple of years back, but I still think that he might be Wolverine in Deadpool, not
Mama,
as the
Mama
MCU,
Bear
but-
approves of Short King.
Thank you.
John Boyega as the Beast, you know, like I said, I think he would. Hank McCoy, I think he actually would be a very good actor for that part as Hank. You know, hey, look, he gets a lot of bad rap, but he's a very good actor. You know, and I think he could pull that off if he wants to do that. You know, and then Agent Ehrenreich, you know, people.
Alden Ehrenreich.
Hey, as Cyclops, you know what? Listen, he was pretty damn good in the Solo movie, and he's had other things under his belt that he's done. So, you know, yes, he has a receding hairline, covered up with the damn hood.
What?
Just-
Get it? Han Solo. Solo means one. Cyclops, one. One eye.
There you go. It's all connected. And then
There.
listen, you go. Look,
all
and then
there.
You go back to John McAvoy, Professor X, and Michael Fairbender as Magneto. They were
James
the best
McAvoy.
Hey, I like them. I like those guys. I
Oh
thought
my
they were
God.
really good playing the part. I actually take them over, you know, over
Don't say
anybody else because they've been there and they.
He was great in that movie, Atomic Brunette.
Yeah. And look, and the directing the Russo brothers because they proved that they could put a whole big team together on one screen and make it happen and look good. So, and listen, easy, sweaty, listen, easy, breezy, and at the end of the day, the other X-Men, you know, definitely not Channing Tatum as a freaking Gambit. You know, there's other actors out there.
Oh,
I picked these guys down the road. I'll throw in some other ones, but as an X-Men, like I said, I'm not an X-Men fan, but I would watch this if they all came back, some of the original cast and some of the new people I put in there. I think it would surprise a lot of people, you know. And the MCU needs
Some surprises.
some winners out there, so they have to go back to basics.
Honestly, the only thing I agree with on this list is Daniel Radcliffe because he would be my Wolverine. That's probably the only thing I agree with on this list.
Hey, well, listen, you know, look,
I agree with it all.
the Daniel Radcliffe thing, I definitely because he was up there as one of the contenders of potential, you know, and he is doing the mysterious role in Deadpool, so we don't know if it's a variant of Wolverine. We don't know. He could be somebody. He could be Toad for all we know. We don't even know, but yeah, it's.
Also, I forgot to say, just for the record, if I was doing the first X-Men movie, I would have Magneto be the first villain. Just say, but since we had to do it. But yeah.
Nice. Before we move on to the next thing, I want to remind people. Put this. Remind people there's a giveaway. If you want to enter the giveaway, please enter #Marvels, all lowercase. If that works for you guys.
Sure.
And what we're giving away is Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yay. So
But I just realized that you're giving away a DC film and you're having them #Marvels. That seems
yes.
yes.
Did you not get that?
I just realized. Wait, what?
Did you not get that?
Slow today, guys. I'm slow today.
Good picks, Dom. Good picks. All right. Let me finish this. All right. Next up, I believe this is my picks.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Get rid of this banner. All right. We got as a director, we have James Mangold, because I've loved his work on Copland.
You blew it.
Copland.
You blew it.
Walk the Line, 310 to Yuma, Logan, I guess. It was okay.
Yes.
Logan. Damn, Logan's the one I thought it would have been the crown
best,
jewel. Why you got
possibly the best superhero
Uh-huh.
movie.
I'm just
now,
saying.
Brucifer, you blew it.
Yeah, you blew it.
Yeah, you know how much I don't like the X-Men films, but Logan is actually one of the better ones.
That's right. I am an agent of chaos, and I'm on a stream with an agent of chaos.
You blew it.
But yeah, we don't talk about Dial of Destiny though.
What? Did that happen?
Yeah, I don't know. It's all blurred.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And then for Cyclops, I have Chris Pine. For obvious reasons.
Pine.
Always pleasurable.
That's a good
Yes. He's a great actor, and he really turned a whole new generation on to Star Trek as him playing James T. Kirk.
He was great in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes,
He was hilarious. He was
He
hilarious.
was.
If you guys are when we would hear more Cyclops, like that was like a major critique. Can you imagine if they blow up with this guy?
Hey,
How much louder
Yeah,
that
that is a
more
good point.
Cyclops.
More Cyclops.
His father was great in Chips.
And then for Jean Grey, we have Madeline Petch. She played
Riverdale. She was
Cheryl on Riverdale. Great actress.
Mm-hmm.
She can play what would you call it? A good girl at the same time being a bad girl. She'd make a perfect Jean Grey, and if we ever got to a Phoenix Saga, Dark Phoenix all the way.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And then we have Tati Gabrielle as Storm. She was in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. She was in Uncharted. She was in the 100. If you guys never seen the 100, it was a great show on CW.
Mm-hmm.
She takes no prisoners, kicks ass. Perfect Storm.
Yeah, it's a good cast.
And then for Wolverine, I have Taron Egerton. I loved him in Kingsman. He was in Legend. I liked him in Robin Hood. He played a really good Elton John. He's a very versatile actor. He got the looks and the physique to play.
Could have cast him as Dazzler.
Oh. That's the new rumor. Taron Egerton will play Dazzler in Deadpool 3.
Oh my gosh.
And then for Archangel, I chose Luke Grimes from Yellowstone. I'm doing Archangel because Angel was okay until he got his wings ripped off. They became a badass.
That's
Shut up, DL. And for Professor X, Mark Strong. That's just obvious. He's
It's a good safe casting.
yes, very safe.
Very, very much.
And then for Magneto, Nicolaj Waldo from Game of Thrones, Jamie Lannister. Is no one that can the way he kicked Bran off the tower. Yeah, he could be Magneto. He's a great villain for my choice, and maybe my X-Men will be set during King Arthur's time. God damn it.
Oh wow, okay. Medieval X-Men, all right.
Marvel Knights in Steel. There we go. That's the name for X-Men Knights in Steel. It's like, God damn you guys. All right, next. Go for my pick, please.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Next up. I know whose pick this is.
This one would be mine. Okay, so I chose Tom Tykwer as the director. His German director did Run Lola Run, The International with Clive Owen, Perfume, Babylon Berlin, which is right on Netflix right now, a series. He is an amazing, amazing director who could do large scale stuff as well as small scale stuff. And his director of photography that he always works with is one of the best in the industry. And he just put something beautiful on screen. For I'm going to say magic. I'm not going to say magic because it sounds stupid. So for magic, I chose Sasha Luss. She hasn't been in much, but if you've seen Luc Besson's Anna, you will understand why she is the perfect casting. Because number one, she's Russian in real life. She played a Russian in Anna. She has one of the best fight choreography scenes in a restaurant where she kills a shitload of people. She would be perfect casting, and she has the easy look for it and the built-in Russian accent. So she was an easy cast for me. I want Scott Eastwood as Wolverine because if you don't think Wolverine was partially created based on Clint Eastwood, you're dumb. And who better to embody that than Clint's son, who looks just like Clint. He has a good look for it. He's been in enough stuff. I think he could play a pretty good, competent Wolverine. I cast Josh Hartnett as Cyclops because I hate Cyclops and he's a talentless ass guy.
You watch him.
You know, he's the best Summers brother. Thank you very much.
He's the least talented Summer Brothers and also the least talented actor I put on this casting.
Oh.
But no, I do enjoy Josh Hartnett, but it would be an interesting casting. I've seen him in a lot of different stuff, and I think he has the versatility to play whatever they threw, whatever type of Scott they wanted to put on screen. I wanted Rooney Mara as Jean Grey because I like my girls a little dirty. I think she's just I do. She's a little gritty. She's a little. It's not like a good girl type casting for a Jean Grey. She was great in Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Wasn't as good as the original, but was still good. She's no Numi, but I think she could easily carry a Jean Grey role and carry that gravitas with Jean Grey. And if you don't think Anna de Armas is the perfect casting for Kitty Pryde, you're a moron. She is. Look at her. She's built to be Kitty Pryde. She would make an amazing Kitty Pryde. And whether she's good on screen or not, I don't care. I could look at her for the hour and a half to 2 hours that she's on screen as Kitty Pryde, and that's good enough for me. But I do think she would be great casting.
What's HR?
See,
hey, I'm a people pleaser, baby. I'm a people pleaser.
Where's your hands?
For Professor X, I think Daniel Craig would be an interesting cast as Professor X. He's getting a bit older now. He has that type of gravitas as an actor. If you see him in something like Layer Cake, outside of the Bond stuff, he has. I think he would be a great Professor X, and it would be an interesting casting. And I thought having as a foil for him as Magneto, Alexander Skarsgård. As I think Skarsgård would be an amazing Magneto. Everything from True Blood up to the Northman. He is an extremely amazingly versatile actor who has a great sense of humor, which I think is important in a Magneto. I don't like a horrible, brooding Magneto all the time. I liked Fassbender, but he was too brooding. McKellen had that little bit of a sense of humor to him that made him more likable at times. So I think Skarsgård would be great.
Here's a little scoop in the chat from Degrassi. Isn't Daniel Craig heading to Gunn's DCU? Ooh.
Is he? Is he?
Considering I'm not actually casting any of the X-Men, I think it'll be okay. He can get my pretend dispensation to be in the MCU.
Actually, Mama loves your gotta love his skills at getting people to agree with Liz. If you don't agree, you're a moron.
There you
go. Sorry.
So,
I can only state facts. I'm sorry.
I have to reject this Wolverine casting because Scott Eastwood is too tall. I can't do it.
I can't believe you're replacing Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh my God, Sasha Lust. Go back and watch Anna. If you go and watch that movie, it's Luc Besson written and directed, so it's a great movie. And if you see her, you will go, okay, that makes perfect sense. I love Anya Taylor-Joy, I do, but if you watch Anna, you'll understand. She is the dead perfect cast.
Watch the restaurant scene specifically on YouTube.
Yes, it is phenomenal.
Hope you guys in the chat are keeping track of whose cast fits who on the panel, because you're going to vote after we have the last casting, and the next casting is
you could picture Lockheed on Darmus's shoulder. It's there. It's perfect.
I just want to say, before I start my casting, I want to say there's two men of culture on this cast who picked Cavill as Beast. So
you madmen, madmen.
That was
Why do you
just want to see the world burn?
That was literally the first cast member that I picked. I was like, oh, Cavill is Beast. Like, that was easy. So obviously, directors. Can you beat the Russo brothers for superhero movies? I don't think so. So, Russo brothers would direct. I put Ryan Gosling as Cyclops. Honestly, I'm gonna be straight with this. I don't know why. I mean, he's been in all kinds of movies. Like, I don't necessarily know if he's been in any like leadership type roles, but we're just riding off the success of Barbie here. So,
well, he was a leader. He was a leader in Barbie. He held her purse through the whole movie.
I mean, there you go. He's Ken enough, so he's Ken enough to be Cyclops.
Yep.
Only God Forgives and Drive. He was pretty. He led pretty well.
Yeah, there you go. Amber Mid Thunder is X-23. I went away from the Wolverine route. We're gonna go to X-23. If you ever saw Prey, I don't think I need to say anything else. Perfect X-23. Connor Leslie is my Jean Grey. Connor Leslie was Donna Troy in The Titans. She's played a redhead before, so I don't know. I like her character. I think she could do something with it. Jack Black as Magneto. Honestly, I was over this casting, and then Brucifer hit me up and was like, "Yo, you didn't pick anyone for Magneto." And I know Magneto is like, his Jewish background is a big part of him, so I just grabbed a random Jewish actor, and that was Jack Black. So that is why I picked him as Magneto. Henry Cavill as Beast. That was like a no-brainer for me. Again, he's got the height, he's got the body for it. He can do that. He's good. I wanted to throw in Betsy Braddock as Captain Britain because I would like to see her character. on the screen, and I'm not gonna lie, I just picked Emma Watson because she's British. So, and then we have Bryan Cranston as Professor X, because if I'm gonna buy drugs from anybody, it's gonna be that Professor X right there. So
Nice. I will say this for people that do not know who Captain Britain is. Can you explain, Josh?
So so Betsy Braddock was Captain Britain after her brother was Captain
Yes.
Britain.
Yes, Jamie.
And yeah, so she is the female embodiment of Captain Britain, and she's got like a sword and a cape, and she's a cool character.
Very
I think it would be really cool to see her on screen over Psylocke. So
Yeah.
I'd like to go that route.
Jedi says, no one picked Jenna Ortega for any role. Shakes my head. No one wins.
She's in consideration for my Jubilee if I get that far.
Ortega is like Cavill. Everyone wants her to be in everything.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back through these before. This is Josh's cast. Oh, no. This is Joe's cast. This is my cast. This is Dom's cast. This is Stick's cast. This is DL's cast, correct?
Yes. Best one.
You remembered them all.
And this is
The winner. The winner. The winner. The winner. This is the winner, right?
I would see this movie.
So type in the chat who you think won the casting.
There will be 3 musical numbers in mine. Okay.
3.
I'm down with that.
Nobody wants to work for Marvel anymore. There's a secret line forming into the gun club. Wow. 1 vote for 2 votes for DL.
Already with DL.
Hey.
Wow. Dix?
Are you streaming this to India by any chance? Just wondering where
No.
broadcasting, you know?
The Bollywood crowd comes in.
Wow.
late.
3 for DL.
Hey.
Who won the
for
last
Dix.
one?
We didn't do this. We didn't vote, actually.
Oh, interesting. Well, this is a staple now.
Now we have to vote after every casting.
Every cast needs to get a vote. This is fun.
And while they're voting, for the next month fan casting, we will let the chat decide what movie or franchise we cast.
Oh Lord.
So, if you're watching some replay, please put this in the comment
Sharknado.
section. After this stream is over, please go
Lost Boys.
to the comments and pick a movie that you want us to cast for the next casting couch. Jeez.
Goonies.
So like 1, 2, 3,
I'm gonna cast only senior citizen actors.
4. DL.
4 for me.
What the hell? That's it? Nobody else voting? Well, nobody else is going to vote. Looks like
There it is.
DL sending
The winner.
Venmo payments to these folks.
Hey.
The DL
Yeah.
award goes to DL. What a surprise!
the DL award goes to DL.
Disney, Marvel Studios, I'll be waiting your call. I will do the job. Thank you very much.
I could do what AI can never do.
This was rigged. This was rigged.
Nope. This is the X-Men being saved, my friend. You follow my list, you will save the X-Men. I guarantee you it will happen.
All right. Don't forget to put hashtag Marvels if you want to win 4K Blu-ray of Zack Snyder's Justice League. I said Jack Snyder's.
Jack Snyder.
Jack Snyder.
That's his-
What do you want to do to Snyder?
Yeah.
All right, and the next segment we're going into. Please be kind. Please rewind. We look at some movie sales for VHS. For your VHS collectors, we got Firestarter from 1984, CGC 9.2, seal and A, sold for $275.
I don't even know.
That's where
what
she
this
peaked.
is.
That's where she peaked. Right there.
Stop. Next
So-
up, we have.
So for the not old people in the chat, what is this movie?
It's a Stephen King movie. I don't
It's a
know.
Stephen
Stephen
King
King.
movie.
Yeah.
A daughter.
She has, like,
Her
telekinesis
parents
stuff.
were experimented on by the government, and they got powers. Her father was a telepath, and she started fire. She was a pyrokinesis.
It's a great disturbing movie.
It's very
And
disturbing. It's a
all
John
its
Carpenter
80s
was
goodness.
supposed to do it.
If you haven't seen it,
I-
I suggest you check this out.
John Carpenter was supposed to do it, but I think it's because his movies were bombing. Can you imagine?
Oh, imagine.
It's like, don't give John Carpenter Firestarter. He did
It
the
was-
thing. Ill.
It was recently
I was
remade.
Sinful.
I was
was
gonna say,
remade
I
for-
thought I saw this, but like
Yeah.
a newer version of this.
Ignore that.
They did.
newer
They
version.
remade it
was-
recently.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I can't imagine it's any worse than this one was.
No, this one was amazing.
Hey, is there any good Stephen King movies outside of it?
Christine.
Eh,
What?
eh.
Oh.
Christine in The Shining.
Stand By Me.
Harry.
Cujo.
Salem's Lot.
Yeah, so
Tommy Knockers.
I was gonna say, we're just naming every movie.
Yeah, I was just
made
naming
now.
every movie.
Every
I was
movie.
cheating.
Langolier.
He didn't even let me get to Thinner.
All right.
Things.
Next up, The Omen from 1980, CGC 90, seal and A, sold for $938.
What?
This is a Betamax.
Never seen it.
What?
Yeah,
You've never
Bro.
seen the original Omen?
The Omen. in
I
my
don't know if
opinion-
I've seen any of them. There's
Oh,
more.
my.
The Omen, in my opinion, is the birth of the 80s movie.
More.
Oh,
I think
Yeah.
number 2 is my favorite for the Omen.
I love the
I think
pacing
somebody
on this one.
picked Omen.
Oh, God,
3
when
for
the-
last
when the
week.
nun hangs herself, or the maid hangs herself, the nanny. That's fantastic. It's a great movie.
Richard Donner's best movie there. I said it.
I did it for you.
Next up, Teen Wolf from 1986, CGC 8.0,
Now, I hope you dick noses have
Uns-
seen this movie.
unsealed,
I have
unsealed,
seen this.
unsealed.
You know, he filmed this at the same time as Back to the Future, and he would literally get his sleep in the transfer, going between sets.
Beast. He could have played Beast.
That's where he slept, man. What a legend. Michael J. Fox. We love you.
Jedi said Omen is scary AF.
It is.
Mm,
It's disturbing in that 80s type of scary, disturbing.
Did you look at like the remake?
Of the Omen? No.
Hmm.
Not.
They
not as
remade
much.
it? I don't remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say, never seen it.
The guy that did Max Payne did it.
Yeah, it was
Payne
what's the
Wahlberg.
name?
The video game?
Yeah. No, the Wahlberg
Was-
video game adaptation.
Oh.
Next up, Jaws 3.
Jaws 3D.
3D.
9.6.
Hmm.
So for $325.
I think Dennis Quaid is in this one.
The lesser talented of the Quaid brothers.
No, that guy.
Say who?
Randy fan. huh?
Dirty Harry from 1986. 9.2 sold for $209.
From what? 1986.
So good.
Dirty Harry's 70s.
What?
Right? Isn't Dirty Harry like 72 or something? I don't know. I know they had sequels.
So there's Dirty Harry. There's Magnum Force.
That's what's on the case.
Deadpool.
There's the one with Jim
Deadpool
Carrey.
was the last one. Deadpool.
Yeah,
Was the
Maybe
last
Deadpool.
this
one.
Jim
was just
Carrey
like-
was in that.
A special re-release they
Jim
did on
Carrey.
VHS.
Yeah, it could be a re-release. Yeah, that's exactly what it is actually.
Yeah, it's
that
a
makes so
re-release.
much sense for especially right there mid 80s. Look
Yeah,
at
it's
that
a
cover.
re-release. One on home video. All
Great
right.
movie.
It
Great
was
movie.
probably its debut, right? Maybe they were getting older films.
Hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah, hidden VHS.
Yeah, they were getting
No.
older films into VHS.
Yeah.
Maybe this was when it debuted.
All right, we're gonna look at a few comic book sales this week. We got Amazing Spider-Man 129, which is the first appearance of the Punisher, sold for $8,400.96.
9.6 is all day.
Screw the Punisher.
It's a lot of money.
Who said that?
This guy.
It's always
How dare
been
you, sir?
underrated book.
I did. It's a hard book to find in a high grade raw. Next up, All American Comics, number 38 from 1942, sold for $1,100, which is insane at 7.5.
Yeah, somehow this sells for that, but the Punisher sells for like that's crazy.
Well, first appearance.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I value a book from 1942 higher than
I do as
anything
well.
a first appearance.
I'm a golden age jerk, but you know.
Come on, it's Green Lantern versus a modern Napoleon. Come on, that's way more valuable.
Yeah, and a 7.5, like damn.
I wish I would have saw this auction.
Yeah, that seems like stupid cheap.
Yeah,
a lot of those slipped through. When was
Next up,
is that a
Batman
Sunday
42.
It was.
CGC 4.5 from 1947, sold for $1,260. It's the first
on
cover
par.
of Catwoman.
Okay.
Not a lot of money. Next up, Planet Comics number 58 from 1949.
Hell
7.0 white pages. White to white page. Off-white to white pages. Sold for $14.40. It's a great cover.
Yeah,
fantastic
I like
book.
that cover.
Should see who the artist is on that.
It's Joe Doolin.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Superman number 35 from 1945, a CGC 4.0, sold for $396. Look, Superman had a mustache back then. Wasn't CGI'd off.
Looks exactly like Henry Cavill's mustache.
It's
All
not
right.
that price.
No, it's not. And next up, we have. Yeah, get over. Oh. Little timeless movie talk. First movie up is Rise of the Planet of the Apes, directed by Rupert Wyatt. Stars Andy Serkis as Caesar, alongside James Franco, Frida Pinto, John Lithgow, Brian Cox, Tom Felton, and David Oyelowo. Olelo? Ololo? Oyelowo. Released in 2011. Sorry about some of the slides. Brian's not here to edit my work. Who picked this movie and why?
That would be me. Just to let you guys know, I got to dip out after I talk about this movie. Just to let you guys know. But I chose this. I chose this movie because the recent Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes trailer came out, and I thought it looked awesome, and so I wanted to go back and talk about the original. I'm going to end up reviewing all the Planet of the Apes movies on my channel, but
Nice.
but yeah, when it comes to Rise, this seems to be the one that's talked about the least out of the trilogy. I know everyone loves Dawn, and I think people still like War. Apparently, more people are starting to go against War. I don't understand why, but I think it's good. I think it's really, really good. It's probably my least favorite of the three. But as far as the trilogy, this is one of the few trilogies that is strong all the way through. And Rise, I thought, did a really good job building the foundation for this new Planet of the Apes franchise. I said numerous times, Andy Serkis is one of the most underrated actors today. It is a crime a little crime that this man has not gotten an Oscar by now after all the work he's done as Gollum, King Kong, even in sequel trilogy as Snoke, all this great performances that he's done. Alfred in the Batman. Like, what else does he got to do? He definitely got snubbed playing Caesar in these Planet of the Apes movies. Like, it is. I don't know what's going on with the Academy right now, but I thought he did an excellent job as Caesar. Like, this is groundbreaking motion capture. It does get better and better as the franchise goes on, but even in this first movie, like, I forgot that these aren't real apes in the movie. Like seriously, like it almost felt like, did they actually train these apes to talk and do all this stuff? But like, because it looked that convincing, I believe that James Franco is talking to an ape, and Andy Serkis is probably my favorite motion capture performance he's done. I mean, of course, Gollum is great, but for me, I think Caesar's his magnum opus. Like, for me to actually feel something for an animal, and like he actually feels like a legit character.
That's illegal in most states.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. But yeah, I just overall I thought it was excellent. James Franco, I thought he was going to be out of place in this. I'll be honest. I didn't really see him as like playing a scientist, but I actually thought he was great in the movie too. Like, he wasn't doing his typical.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, I'm zoomed up a little more, but he's not doing his typical like comedic stuff that he would do with Seth Rogen, or like, it didn't remind me of Harry from Spider-Man. You know, like, I actually really liked him in this movie as a scientist, and just them building building up the eventual uprise of the apes is like some really gripping stuff. Like, I just love how the movie just slowly just builds and builds, like the tension and the urgency of the situation. Just, I love the slow build throughout this entire movie until we eventually get the breakout of all the apes, like, which I thought was just such a fuck yeah moment when it happened, you know? Because, like, to be honest, like, you're rooting for the apes the entire time because the humans in this are horrible. They're assholes, mostly all of them. So it's like me actually like rooting for them to break out and get out. Like, that's the testament of how great the writing is, that I'm feeling something for these CGI apes. The motion capture, as I said, was great. It's just all around. I know everyone wants to talk about Dawn and War, but like, I feel like Rise is the underrated one in my opinion. So really, really good movie.
Nice, good choice. I haven't finished the trilogy, unfortunately. I forgot about them.
Where'd you stop at?
Just dropped. Where they all ran to the forest. Which one was that?
That was this one, Rise.
Okay, yeah, this one.
What's after this one?
Dawn.
Yeah, Dawn War.
Yep, that's when Matt Reeves took over.
I only watched the first one.
I guess you just watched the first one. What's going on, man? Do yourself a favor. Watch Dawn and War. You'll thank me later.
What the hell was I doing in 2011? I don't know. I don't want to know.
I vaguely remember.
Great pick. Anybody want to say anything about Rise?
Good movie. That's about all I can say about it. It's a good movie.
Yeah, this is a great series.
Yep. All right, before we
just a great movie, a great series, yeah.
Before we move on to the next movie, DL has to go.
I do.
Thank you for showing up.
Thank you for having me.
Can't believe you won. I'm just saying.
I mean, hey.
That was some bull crap right there. Just saying.
Bull crap, huh? Ain't much bull crap if most people agree with it.
Yeah, like 4 people agree with you, and they're all your friends. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, okay.
Hey.
But I will definitely watch that Bollywood one. I'll be there opening weekend if that ever happens. But I will bid you adieu, and I'll see you guys next time.
Take care, buddy.
Take care, deal.
See ya.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Before we get to the next movie, we will do this giveaway. Not you. Put hashtag marbles in the chat if you want to win Zack Snyder's Justice League, 4K, Ultra HD. We will be rolling that next 30 seconds. There's 10 people in the giveaway. You have to be here for it. So you can only enter once, Astro.
Well, you only need to enter once.
Stick around this time, BK.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, BK. He lost out on the last one. Please hit that like button on your way in, on your way out. Subscribe if it's your first time here. And if you win, hit me up at IG at Kingdom of Nerds _
Fucked by AOA.
I was waiting for that. I baited you. I baited you there, BK.
All right, let's roll this beautiful bean footage. God damn it. I got this from Joe's. All right, ready? Set, draw.
There you go.
Are you kidding me?
That's funny.
Bastard.
Did he leave?
No,
Is he
he's
here?
there. He's there.
Is he here?
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, it's a good thing that AOA wasn't here to cock block you for your prize.
Yeah. There we go.
It's justice.
Justice. All right, hit me up on Instagram and I'll mail it out to you this week. All right, next movie up. World of Kanako, directed by Tetsuya Nakashima. It stars Koji Yakusho and Nana Komatsu, released in 2014. Can anyone guess whose movie this is?
No,
I have a guess.
but they have great taste. They have amazing taste. Who is this genius? Okay, it's me. It's Perp. I love
I've
this
seen
movie.
this movie actually.
Is this based
Yeah.
on an anime?
I don't know. I don't think so. This is a fantastic director, fantastically directed movie. I almost want to spoil it because most people aren't going to see it anyway, right? So
Go ahead.
You're not gonna watch it. Go ahead and spoil.
yeah, so this is like Taken, right? So it's like this schoolgirl dies, right? And the dad goes on like this crazy ass revenge. And in this revenge, he starts learning my daughter was a piece of shit. And it keeps going and going and going. And then he finds out my daughter was straight up evil. And it gets to the point where he wants to find her just so he could kill her. It's a fucking crazy movie. I love this movie. It's very bleak, but it also has this 70s grindhouse style, like almost like a noirish, but like poppy. Like it has like a soundtrack with like trumpets and stuff like that. It's a really cool, stylish movie, but it's just like the darkest version of like Taken you could imagine. It's really great.
Right.
I'll have to watch it.
This is on Netflix, I think.
Perfect
I
Blue
think I've
is
seen
better.
it.
I agree with Brooklyn for Life, but I already used Perfect Blue in the time.
Is it on Netflix? I swore I just scrolled past this on Netflix the other day.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure I watched this one night a while ago. Maybe with a different movie, but it looks familiar.
He said Perfect Blue is better than World of Kanako.
I agree. I love Perfect.
Wow.
It's like that's probably in my top 10 best greatest movies of all time.
Hey, there's something wrong. Nobody agrees with him. Next up, R, directed by S.S. Rajamouli, stars Rao Jr., Ram Charan, AJ Devine, Leah Bhatt, Shariah Saran, God, Samantha Rakhani,
Sauerkraut Ray,
Ray Stevenson, yay, Allison Duty, Duty, and Olivia Morris, released in 2022. Whose movie is this?
If you would have put this up first, we would have thought it was Perps.
Yeah, this was my pick. This movie is fucking insane, dude. I had never heard about this movie until like maybe a couple weeks ago. It's on Netflix. Do yourself a favor, watch it. This I think it cost 69 million to make. It's like the fourth most expensive Indian movie to ever be made. It's like the third highest grossing Indian movie to ever be made. And it's insane. Like, take like any action movie that we get over here and just like, it's just over 3 hours long, and it is like action packed, like insane stuff. It takes place during the British Raj in like the 1920s, and it's about these two guys who are pretty much on like opposite sides. They're on the same side, but they're on opposite sides. I'm trying not to spoil it just in case anyone wants to watch it. But a girl gets kidnapped from a village and by the British rule there, and they end up trying to, recover her. And it's just a crazy over the top movie. It's a Tollywood movie. It's not a Bollywood movie. There are plenty of dancing and songs in it though, but it was a great movie.
Nice.
It's a great movie. I sat through 3 hours and it didn't feel like 3 hours.
It's a
Shout
3-hour
out to the
movie.
Prison Escape.
Yeah, it was like 3 hours and 5 minutes or some shit like that. It's
Wow.
long.
Nice. I'm gonna have to check this out. I keep passing it on Netflix.
It's worth a watch for sure.
Next up, Valhalla Rising, directed by Nicholas Wren, stars Mads Mikkelsen, released in 2009. Whose movie is this?
Yeah, this one's mine. Anything Nicholas Winding Refn has done, I enjoy. I was trying to find a right tone of one of his movies. This one I feel is the most interesting of his movie. I mean, he did Bronson, which can be a little tough to get through at times, but also kind of fun and hilarious. He did Drive, Only God Forgives. He did the fantastic series, if you haven't seen it, on Netflix, Copenhagen Cowboy as well.
Yeah, I love that.
Amazing. I mean, if we were choosing TV, I would have chosen Copenhagen Cowboy because it's my favorite thing he's done. But Valhalla Rising is a movie that has little to no dialogue in it for the most part. Mads Mikkelsen and Nicholas Refn basically started together when Refn directed Pusher and cast Maz in it. So they've been working together and have been good friends for a very long time. But this movie, just there's the tone of it throughout the whole thing. It's a glorious thing to watch. It has some quite brutal violence in it, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful piece of cinema. It's beautiful on the eyes. The landscapes and everything that they walk through are amazing. Mads Mikkelsen, who doesn't really have any lines in the movie, is amazing as a Nordic slave who is being held by a warlord and forced to fight to the death in kind of a Fight Club type things and kept as a slave. He escapes, and him and one child from that group make their way onto a boat with Christian missionaries and eventually end up in the New World. It is, like I said, it's a very quiet movie in terms of dialogue. There's not much dialogue. There's some extremely visceral violence in it, which is great. And spoiler alert, you realize at the end of the movie that the Mads Mikkelsen character, who is known as One Eye because he only has one eye, is basically Odin. It's a very interesting movie. It's definitely a worthwhile watch because it's beautifully filmed, and it's one of those movies that you can watch, and it's a very guttural movie. You're not watching for dialogue. You don't have to follow dialogue per se. You're just kind of watching the movie and feeling it as you go through. And again, it's a beautifully filmed movie. It's one of my favorite Mads Mikkelsen movies as well. You can't go wrong with it. And it doesn't use all the horrible red and purple tones that Refn uses for the last 3 or 4 things that he's done throughout the whole movie. So
Still uses that red though.
yeah, he does, but not the purple.
I
Not the purple as much.
apologize for reference for misspelling his name in the slide.
Red.
I don't have my editor in chief.
Can I give
with me today.
Can I give my interpretation of the movie? Because it's interesting. I never thought of the Odin part.
Go ahead.
I always saw the movie as how people see power and violence and like put their own thing to it. Like they at first he's used as a slave, and then all these people like they put whatever religion or whatever their ideology is into this guy, and then there's like taking them over to this new land. I love this movie as well. Good pick, great pick. It's a very haunting movie. It's almost one of the things I love is how they treat the new land as a supernatural entity, almost like Lovecraftian. It's beautifully filmed. Yeah, great pick. Love this movie.
Yeah, I mean, if you liked something like maybe an Apocalypto or something like that, I think this is a kind of movie that you would enjoy.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to enjoy this then.
Apocalypto was great.
I can't stand Apocalypto. Jedi said, I stepped out for the beginning of this segment. What's the theme? Foreign flicks? No, it's just
just flicks.
Just happens to be some good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one is in English.
Next up, Legion, directed by Scott Stewart, stars Paul Bettini, Lucas Black, Therese Gibson, Tyrese Ha, Adrian Pilecki, Kate Walsh, and Dennis Quaid, released in 2010.
Everything always comes back to Dennis Quaid.
This is my pick. As anybody knows, I love anything dealing with angels, demons. Hail Lucifer. Yay. It turns out a small town waitress is pregnant with the savior. And throughout the movie, you're thinking these demons are trying to kill her. Turns out the demons are really angels. Gives you a new perspective on heaven and hell.
It's creepy as shit too.
Yeah.
When everything starts happening and getting weird, it's creepy. And it's really well cast. I mean, I like everybody that's in this movie.
I think the best part was when the little old lady got taken over. And she was like crawling on the ceiling and her mouth expands. It was like, holy fuck.
Old people doing fast, creepy things is always disturbing.
Then they spent it out into a sci-fi show. Unfortunately, it only lasted 1 season, 2 seasons. Yeah. I actually liked it.
Bettany classes anything up that he's in.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen Legion, give it a watch. Next up, Caveman, directed by Carl McLeod, stars Ringo Starr, Dennis Quaid, Shelley Long, and Barbara Bach from 1981.
Yeah, this is my film.
Don't sound so happy about it.
No, no.
Holy shit.
It's a good choice. I love Caveman.
Nah,
come on, what's your energy, Dom?
This is really funny. It came out in 1981. Back in the day, I was 11 years old with this movie, and it's funny.
What are you watching this for?
What? Hey, it's
PG. You're doing watching this at 11.
It was PG.
It's PG.
What do you want?
Yeah, I guess so.
It had adult
stars in it.
It had adult themes in it, but it was just funny, boobies, and you had Caveman. You had a lot of humor in it, man. Like a lot of just hallucinogenics, friggin' claymation dinosaurs, and
you had the best Beetle in there.
Yeah, I know. Hey, it was all good stuff back in the day. The whole scene with the walking and the saying "caca doodle," that's shit, man. That, and then the blind dude grabbing the Tyrannosaurus Rex balls, and the face that the Tyrannosaurus makes. It's hilarious, man.
I cannot support Dom on this choice.
Also, freaking Ringo Starr's character was in love with Tonga's his woman. She had big boobs. The Barbara Beck character, So it kind of, really, really funny movie back in the day. It gives a chuckle. I haven't seen it in a while. I've been meaning to watch this again. And it just crossed my mind.
It's almost like a
At the end of
Popeye
the day, I
Caveman.
probably watch this in the wintertime for the holiday season, just to get me a laugh, man, because a lot of shit's not funny these days.
When you're done watching all the Hallmark holiday movies, watch this.
When you're done watching Amish Stud on Lifetime, which is actually
Amish
a
Stud.
Lifetime movie.
Hey, ChristianMingle.com, man. Gotta watch that, man. My wife watches.
You gotta watch Naked Attraction on Max.
I'm sorry.
Spanish
I'm totally into horrible Lifetime movies now because they're awful and hilarious in how bad they are.
You know, it's funny. They had an Instagram that talked about they had a meme about the Hallmark movies, how they work out, and it's kind of funny. Hey, my farm is going down. Let's try to make a fundraiser. Let's have this. I don't want to be in love with somebody. Next, you know, I'm in love with somebody. You know?
Hey, man, Melissa Joan Hart needs to eat too.
I know. Sure.
And so does Sydney Sweeney from Days of Our Lives.
Now my wife made me laugh. Giggles made me laugh. She was watching the Hallmark, and all of a sudden she's seen a black couple. She goes, "Oh my God, there's black people in Hallmark," and she was like a lot happy about that. I was like,
before you cancel Dom's wife is black.
Yeah.
All right, next up,
this was funny.
Somewhere in Time, directed by Jeanette Schwartz-Kwok, stars Christopher Reeve, Jane Seymour, and Christopher Plummer. Released in 1980.
Can I say something before whoever's movie this is? This was my mother's favorite movie. That's all I have to say.
Oops.
She loved this movie. So whoever picked it, fantastic choice.
That picture does not match the movie.
No.
No.
That picture does not.
Told you, my editor in chief he's away. He's at a basketball
Somebody needs to
game
be
right
fired
now.
over that quick.
No, pretty sure Johnny Depp and Frank Langella are not in Somewhere in Time.
I know exactly.
They're not.
They're the stunt doubles.
Would have made a better movie.
So this was my pick. So throughout the month of November, you're going to see these types of picks from me. This is a early, like before Time Traveler's Wife. This is an early love story time travel movie. It's great with Christopher Reeves and Jane Seymour. One of my favorite. I don't like a lot of love story type stuff, but this one was really good. And I think if you watch it, I mean, it's got some great stuff in it, and it's really worth the watch. So like I said, this is going to be my theme for the month. It's going to be time travel. So there you go. That's going to give you a kind of a hint what kind of movies I'm going to pick.
The penny.
I was hoping it was going to be Jane Seymour, but that was going to be the theme for the one. But
no.
We'll stick with time travel.
Yeah.
All about the penny in the jacket pocket.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
Great movie.
Excellent.
Great movie. Next up, we have some flaming hot covers that come out this Wednesday. Quick 10 covers that I picked because there was no show Friday, so I'm doing it here. Over here.
Hey, I'm gonna head out, but this was awesome. Love you guys. Love your picks.
Herb, can you do me a favor while you're over there with the whole every July stuff?
Okay.
On that channel.
What about it?
Ask Tony to get me a copy. I'm just kidding.
Dude, there's one in 4chan. I can get you a copy. I'll hit you up with in the DL.
All right, later.
That means download. I'll hit you up on the download with that ISIM. Yo, you need that. Anyone out there need that DL and that ISIM? I got you. Don't pay $28 for that shit. All right.
Take care, Perp.
Love you guys.
Perp.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
The Jedi said
he's on a drama streaming with about every July. So, all right. What did Jedi say? Because 6 is the same age as your. Wow. Oh, Jedi's coming out swinging.
Son.
Daddy.
All right, number 10, we got Batman 139, the McFarlane Toys action figure variant.
Crack
I
that
love-
back.
I love it.
Yeah, I like the action
That
figure
is, man.
variants they're doing.
That's my. I think that might be my favorite one though.
Yeah, crack that ass, man.
Guys.
It's a legitimate thing you would do if you had the action figures and were playing with them.
Yes.
Right.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't have Bane.
When you lack an M80, that's what you do.
Yes.
At number 9, Star Wars Darth Vader number 40, the 125 Qua.
Qua? Qua?
As
Did you get this, Tom?
Marco puts it, he's like, why are they making a 1 in 25 issue 40? Stop with the variants. Just
Because you guys will buy it. That's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, you will.
Right on the nose.
Exactly.
No, I mean they could put out variants. That's fine. I don't mind them doing ratios on these later runs. It's well, if they did a second print of Darth Vader 40, I'd be like, okay, now that's just stupid.
I agree.
Don't give them any ideas.
Yeah.
Hey, don't give them ideas.
Yeah, they know that there's Star Wars collectors out there that'll buy everything, so that's why they do it.
Yeah, because they don't read the book, they just buy the covers.
Yep.
Off, off.
Hey, who you talking about? Not me.
Based on some of those titles, it's probably not a bad choice.
Next up, at number 8, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 145, the Dia de los Muertos variant.
Is anyone collecting all these
Is
as a
this the third
set?
one already? It's the third one, right?
Yes,
I'm
they're
definitely
pretty
getting
sharp.
a set. Yeah.
I could definitely see there being set collectors for this. So
Yeah, there's also a free comic book day version of this.
Why do they keep making these things that I'll buy?
Yeah.
It's all a cash grab for us.
Yeah.
It's a cash grab. Everybody buys it anyway.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, they're grabbing your cash.
Next
yeah.
up, we have the Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing, number 12, the Otto Schmidt variant.
That's pretty cool.
It's an interesting rendition of the Joker.
Why does it
Reminds
look
me
like
of a vampire.
Mephisto? Does it look like Mephisto? A
I
little
think
bit.
everybody looks like Mephisto.
Schmidt should only draw Black Canary. There,
You
I
think
said
the
it.
girl? You think the girl in the LCS looks like Mephisto? Come on.
It's like a demon. It's like a Joker.
At number 6, My Little Pony Classics Reimagined, the Unicorn of Odd, the 1 in 10 price variant.
I want this one.
Yeah, I gotta get that one too.
Yeah.
This
I never knock an RI of a My Little Pony book. I just won't.
My Little
I
Pony.
got my bronies out
My
there.
Little Pony.
Holy shit.
The artist of these TMT is on a show called In Between the Lines right now. Coke Lines? Oh, sorry. Number 5, we have Dark Ride number 9, the 1 in 25 Fleeks and price variant. A
I
little,
like that color. Wow.
a little glass shoe was in his neck, isn't it?
It
Just
slid his
like-
neck.
Yeah, with the glass shoe.
That's
Oh, I
cool.
didn't even notice it. That's cool.
I think there was a Luana Vecchio cover on this coming this week, just a A or B cover. That's what I picked up.
Gotta love Cinderella slashing somebody's throat.
That's awesome.
Dark Ride has had a lot of good covers though.
Number 4, X-Force 46, the 1 in 25, the Call variant.
Everyone loves to call.
Yep. I like it. It's not his best work, but I like it.
Yeah.
I'm not
Alright.
paying ratio price for it. But,
No.
I'll wait until it's cheap at some point and I'll try to scoop it up. But I'm
The
not-
guy that had that ASM on eBay for $14.99 a few weeks ago that everybody ordered. That the guy should have had this. For that what was that? Spiderman 37?
Oh, that Art Adams.
Art Adams.
the 36, the Black Cat one,
No, the Mary Jane.
or the Mary
one
Jane, the 37.
Jane.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Mine
was like
just
$15.
today.
I think mine's got delivered today. Was it a good ship today? I don't know. Number 3, Transformers number 2, the 150 Riley variant.
That's Duke.
Starscream and Duke.
That's Duke on the cover.
Yep.
That's cool.
I do love a Starscream cover.
Yeah, I got to pick up all the remaining number ones. Like
feel-
9
are-
million copies.
So you don't have to, Dom. You don't have
You
to.
don't
Aren't
have
there, aren't there like a million Starscream covers already though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, are they gonna ever do
Don't say
another
anything.
Listen, my
Transformer?
wife just yelled across the room. No, you don't.
I mean, how many prints are they going to go deep in Transformers?
What are they up to the third printing?
Between that and there's 8 million store variants of everything. It's
I've been ignoring the store variants for the most part.
You know
Like,
the Soundwave covers. That's the best covers.
The coolest one was the one that they did in Poland. That was the coolest store exclusive. There's some
And?
Polish one. That one that
Really?
I showed you in the chat like forever ago.
The Optimus
Oh, yeah,
Prime
yeah, the Optimus Prime one. Yes.
falling from the arc. Yeah.
I think I got for Transformers 1. I think I bought one store variant. I don't even think I bought the regular copies. I just bought one store variant that had RC. That was about all.
Number 2 on the list.
Yeah. This
Speaking of
one.
which,
There's can't go
ASM
wrong with MJ.
37 R. Adams variant 1 in 25, I believe.
I like that better than the
So-
Black
so
Cat.
many of these coming.
I know.
We all
It's
went
shorter.
nuts.
I still like it better than the Black Cat though.
Yeah, I don't like the Black Cat
It's going
one.
to be a DC book.
I like the Black Cat. I'm an Art Adams jerk
But
anyway.
Has there been any
I
DC
love
books
Adams,
on
but
this list? Except for 1, 2. Only 2 books, DC books on this list. What are you talking about over there? Come on.
You're going to make number 1's going to be a DC book.
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, I
should
like
be.
the Red Sonja Adams as well.
Oh yes. I bought a bunch of those.
You know, if it's
But
not
you
a
know what?
DC
On
book,
that-
you're buying me lunch.
On that Savage Red Sonja though, the Cho cover is great. The Passarian cover is great. All of those the Savage Red Sonja covers are fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And the number 1 book of the week, in my opinion,
It's great.
Fire.
what if Dark Tomb of Dracula, number 1, the 1 in 100
Wow,
Art
Marvel
Germ
book is a
Virgin
surprise.
variant?
That's one of the better art germs I've seen in a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I got to get.
you don't have to. You get a trade dress.
Yeah, I'll get the $3.
Yeah, no, I don't want the
one.
version. I just want the book.
Yeah, these books always do weird. This is like the Marvel Tales where they're just like, here's one cover and here's this ridiculous ratio.
This makes me think of his
Ooh.
Vampirella cover. He just changed the outfit.
Yeah.
It does. Degrassi says, I believe the McFarlane Transformer Page Punchers figures are packed with IDW books. Same for his G.I. Joe and Turtle lines.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
wow. He's going to be doing all those?
Yes, Degrassi is a reliable source here.
That's great. Transformers is going to be good.
He's writing it down.
so
Don't say it's
buy more shit.
Bye,
What do you
boys.
fucking want? They keep pulling me. I want to get out, but they keep pulling me back in.
They keep pulling you back.
I wish Art Germ did more covers like he does his actual like hand drawn sketches that he does for people.
Yeah. Well, like I said, his school of artists are making their way in now too, with Ejikure and Lyrics being on so many covers.
Oh, Lyrics. Such a good artist.
I love Lyrics.
All right. Anybody
stuff.
has any pickups before we go?
I got a couple things, a couple small things.
Might as well. The show didn't go as long as I thought it was going to go.
So I'm a big Scott Blair fan. I enjoy his art a lot. A bunch of his sketches went up for sale, or his prints. So I got let me get that there.
Oh yeah, so you post these, yeah.
And that, and I am a sucker for an MJ.
Nice.
And yeah, another one.
Wow, it's amazing. You can see art like that in the real world.
So
It does exist.
I wanted to get those because he was closing down his. I think he's closing down his Big Cartel internet site or store. So I wanted to get those, and then I just picked up. It's got the Devi Witchblade,
yeah.
some Frizzen.
Oh, nice.
I hate covering up faces there. It's a Graphic India. By the way, if you ever order directly from Graphic India, don't try to find the books elsewhere. they literally shipped it in a box 3 times the size of the books with no bag and board,
What?
and just a little bit of crumpled up paper in there.
Nice.
So yeah, they the
That's how I
corners
ship
got
everything.
yeah, corners got a little banged to say the least. But yeah. So,
I ship all my
got
books in
those.
a wet paper bag. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's
You
crazy.
got it?
But
What do you got?
Oh, all right. I got a few. So I picked this up because I haven't been on the show in like this is the first time
A
in like 3
month.
weeks, I think. Yeah.
3 weeks?
So I picked up this Hard Boiled number 22
nice.
from
Bruce Timm?
1996. Yeah, it's an early Bruce Timm. It's like a pulp. He did these
Mhm.
pulp covers back in the day. So I picked up that. I picked up this Japanese
Pikachu.
Pokemon. So this is like
Oh, that thing is
where
thick.
I love how all
yeah,
this stuff is the size of phone books.
yeah, and it's tiny too. This is the first time I've seen like a tiny, but like so the Viz Pokemon run that they did in comic form over here. This is where this like first debuted. And if no one's ever read this and you're into Pokemon, you should totally read this because it has a way darker theme than like the TV show and stuff like that. And it's kind of like you ever see like those like posts where it's like, what would Pokemon look like in real life? Like they look more like realistic. So I got that. I've been after one of these for like 5 years now.
Ooh,
So
Ultraman.
this is TV Kun from Japan, but this contains one of the issues with. Oh no, I gotta find it. Hold on, I should have had this ready to go.
It's crazy. They stuff so many issues of different things into one book like that.
So in 79 to 80, there was actually a Japanese Moon Knight
Oh wow.
Nice.
manga. So this is a non-canon Moon Knight story
sweet.
that they did in Japan. So it's kind of like the Playboy Spider-Mans, but not a Playboy. But yeah, so these are in
Spider-Mans.
These are insanely hard to find. I've been looking for years. This is actually the last issue in the run, so I thought that was kind of cool. But I picked that up. I picked this up. Do what?
I was gonna ask if that was Wolverine in the book with him, but
no, I don't think so. I don't
yeah,
think
like
that's
3.
Wolverine.
I thought some guy with 3 claws there standing next to him. I'm gonna ask.
I picked this up from a guy I know in Brazil because it was at like an auction that he runs, and I think this ended up costing me like $240.
Oh, nice.
This is an original. This is an original Simpsons animation cell from season 11, episode 1, where they go to like a wax museum, I think. But these animation cells sell for like $800 to like $1,000. So
oh yeah, when they have them on Heritage.
Yeah, $250 was
a
a no brainer for that. I can.
Especially that.
Like
I mean,
crazy.
even the dumb cells that don't even really show anything go for a decent amount.
I figured the Batman helps it too. So I picked this up. This is either from the 40s or the 50s.
Wow.
And it's like, so this is how some of the countries, this is from Argentina, but this would have been like the board that they used to put their comic books together. So it was called El Vampiro y Robert. And this was the Batman and Robin series from either the 40s or the 50s. I mean, this thing's like beat to. I can't believe it's still surviving.
Wow,
that's crazy.
That's old as hell.
It's gotta be 40s.
I picked up these Japanese Spawn mangas. This is actually a non-canon Japanese Spawn manga, so it's completely different. There's no like Al Simmons. He's not Spawn. It's some Japanese guy. So I picked these up. These are really cool. And then I picked up these old. So these are from 1946 and 1947, but they're like old Italian Superman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Comics. So I picked up 20 of these.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Yeah, so one fail swoop, and just picked up a whole bunch of them. These are insanely hard to find. I got insanely lucky.
They look like they're in great shape too, considering where they're
Yeah,
coming from.
right. From being from 46 and 47,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
they're old as shit, man. The colors are like insane. This is
Now,
probably my
Josh,
favorite one.
Josh strong arming foreigners for animated cells.
Hell yeah, dude. It just goes to show you that you can find stuff anywhere for a deal. Like when that guy put that up for like $240, I was like, okay.
Wow.
If he doesn't want to sell it on eBay for $1,000, that's fine. I will.
Right.
That's how life works. He obviously got it for less than that, which is crazy when you think about it. So
Right.
So yeah, after my arms get tired of
Those are all
through
great.
all these.
Yeah. I love the red costume.
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the favorite parts I love about like the
inking.
Superman stuff because I really like
Coloring.
the Spain one because it's like yellow.
They grade
yellow
those?
and red, and then they do white. These, yeah, they'll grade these. These will fit. These will fit right in the slab, man. I'm gonna
Nice.
send them all in. I'm gonna get them pressed clean, graded.
Would you get
all
one of
that.
the? Would it be like one of those print ones, or would they give you a actual comic one? Do you think?
For what?
For grading those, I don't. How thin? They're pretty thin. They're not like a comic thick, right?
Yeah, they're stapled. They're comics. They'll grade it as a
Oh.
comic. Like they'll have to assign it a grade.
Oh, how many pages?
So,
How many pages are those? You think?
let's find out. Let's open one and go through it.
You're gonna touch
Because
it?
they have comics
No gloves?
inside of them. They contain.
With your fingers? Come on.
Oh my god!
Go get the cotton gloves.
I can smell it too. Because yeah, I mean it's Superman comics that's inside of them. It's like Superman, Blue Beetle. Let's see. So we got.
Did it smell like pasta?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Got some gnocchi in between the pages there.
10 pages. So.
Oh.
Okay, that's like a preview book.
Yeah, that's just how they did it
Yeah,
in
they'll give
Italy
you
in the 40s. Yeah, but
they'll
I mean
give you
they're
comic
stapled
book
and everything.
one,
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Can't believe
Nice.
somebody
I
parted
like
with those. I wouldn't have parted with those.
What?
Those are really good condition. The
Yeah,
colors
you want to
pop.
know how much I paid
Yeah.
for all those?
How
Like,
much?
in my eyes, it was insanely cheap. I paid for all 20 of those. I paid $750.
Yes, that is insanely cheap.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like I could make that off of one of these. So
Condition alone.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Condition alone.
that is it. Those are my tons of pickups since I've been absent.
Tom, what'd you get from the con?
All right, so I went to Rhode Island Comic Con, and I was mainly going there to get some autographs. That's what I really wanted. I went there, conquered, mission accomplished. I got the autographs I wanted, had a good time. End of story. I got to meet Ming-Na, freaking beautiful as all hell. Lovely at 59 years old. She is a doll and sweetheart. So I got her to autograph this the first
Your Fennec.
the first part of this when so she autographed this. Next is going to be Tamira Morrison, and then I'm going to get Rosario Dawson, and then the hardest one is going to be the Pedro Pascal. But I will get this whole thing autographed.
That'll be sick.
This whole cast.
Maybe you can get the guy that's just in the outfit now.
No, well, I'm actually going to get on my regular pops. I have to get that because I collect any autograph. Whoever drew it, created it, wore it, stuntman, whatever, whoever wore Boba Fett's armor is going to get autographed on the wall.
Damn.
That's what I'm aiming for. So she did that, and she autographed this.
Nice.
So,
That's sweet.
so apparently, rumor has it Tamira Morrison's going to be in Philadelphia in April, and I'm going to get there to get this signed so I can have
PhillyCon? Oh, God.
So looking forward to that. And then I got to meet Daniel Logan, who played Boba Fett in the Clone Wars, and he did the voice of Boba Fett in the Clone Wars cartoon animated series. I got his autograph.
Nice.
And he said, yup. I got him to say yup on the side. I got that. I got that autograph. Nice. So nice. I got, and it's all certified. It's legit. So they're all legit. I make sure that I get them certified.
Now you got to get them graded.
That's next. Yeah, I got the graded ones because the wall's going to be graded, autographs, and the regular ones. That's what I'm collecting. So I'm trying to stick to my roots. Every Boba Fett pop, every person who played Boba Fett wore the outfit, like I said. Don't whatever associated with Boba Fett, autographs are coming. That's what I'm aiming for. Even if I can get the dead people, but that's not going to happen. But
so I'm going to do a seance.
Just dig them up and, just use your hand to hold their hand and,
Yeah. No, but, the funny thing is that the person who did the Boba Fett animated for this holiday special that is well loved. Not he did Boba Fett. Guy lives out of Canada, and he actually still doing cons. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get a con in Canada one of these days to get. He's old, but hopefully I can get there before.
That's the guy I sent you the one from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the one that he has the drawings.
Yeah,
he has the drawings, the sketches.
Yeah.
So he's still on.
That was right by me. I was going to go to that one, but I never ended up going. So I'm probably going to end up going to the next one.
And then last but not least, one of my favorite prints that I got was Stitch as Boba Fett.
Yeah. Right up your alley, though. Right up your alley.
Boba Stitch.
Boba Stitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever drew that was thinking about you when they drew that.
Well, it's kind of funny. The guy who drew it, his name is hold on a second. He actually is. His name is Jonathan Hullett. He actually storyboard artist for Disney, Nickelodeon, Netflix, and all stuff like that. So he does the storyboards. So I'm actually getting a T-shirt made too. So,
nice.
Stitch. That's about soon to pick up. I got no books. I was trying to get the DC books for Bruce, and nobody seemed to.
I know.
Have them, and if they did, I'm looking for the collection myself too. So I'm kind of like, okay,
bastards. But, people hoarding those DCUs.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have them scouting for DCU variants.
Yeah. All my pickups for comic pickups aren't here now. They're somewhere else. But I do have this to show off. I haven't bought one of these in a long time. Little Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
You gonna do a crack?
Okay.
Box crack?
Probably. Yeah. Like
is that a new set or?
Yes, a new set.
Okay.
It's, Duelist Nexus, I guess.
Okay.
So I'll probably crack
the $100,000 card in it.
Yeah, right. Yu-Gi-Oh. It was Magic, maybe.
Come on, man. Logan Paul has that freaking the Charizard on his freaking
Fuck Logan Paul. Just want to say thank you everyone for coming.
Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours. How long do you think this show was gonna go?
I don't know. Longer
I mean,
than
we
that.
we could live stream RRR right now and make it go 3 hours longer if you want.
It was all going to depend on how mad Perp was going to be at the picks that were made.
Remember the telethons? You pick up the phone.
I calculated
6 o'clock in the morning. We're still here asking for your pledge.
I calculated in DL and Perp's talk time. So love those guys. Please hit the like button, subscribe. I will be back on Monday with another Monday Madness. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do a Friday show, family emergency. And I will see everyone next time. Thank you. Have a good night, guys. Take care.